Up game, man.
I don't need warm-up, but it's fine. This is pretty much the quality of most of the matches anyways.
I'm just trying to be optimistic.
No, don't get me wrong. I go monotone because it is what it is. If we lose the match, we lose the match. I'm not emotional about that. I'm not emotional about the loss. I'm annoyed if we just literally cannot do our job and get shit done. Which is seemingly the state of what's about to happen, because now, instead of knowing what our jobs are, they're just kind of standing there. Oh, that's one.
Yeah.
And they steal my kill and my souls. That I try to get annoyed about most of all. It's like, you didn't do the kill, so you're about to steal those souls from me, and then you're gonna go down the lane where you're not spending all that money that could be spent and hold what's in the base, right?
You need to make a stand and stop them. You are safe from me. The rejuvenator has expired.
They no longer have rejibs, which was now can push back, but it wouldn't matter because they overextended and they died because they're over-chasing.
What they showed.
I wonder, like, I know you mentioned a lot of people are coming over from League, but I'm wondering how many are coming over from, like, a more traditional shooter.
A lot. That's what I mean by the teamfight simulator nature. The many of them, if they're not coming over from Overwatch or other similar MOBAs that are battle arena oriented around skills, abilities, and cooldown timers, they are basically friend swapping their way through it because they forgot that the part that's most important is basically remembering that you have to actually kill your opponent and kill them wisely. They don't do the wisely part. They just run at people.
Yeah. I mean, I got some kind of benefit because I play artillery characters, so, I mean, you don't, if you're close enough, you want to stay back, typically.
Well, in this game, because of the verticality nature, you're mostly looking at people getting put into situations where they're looking down the barrel of what is a gun build. So, like I was saying earlier, gun builds. They are designed to kill what's standing in front of you. If a person is standing in front of you, and they effectively are not able to just do whatever they want, you can kind of outplay them. Within nature. But it doesn't really matter, because they can stay away at a far distance, they can spam every ability, and they don't die, because somebody has to be behind them. That's the counter to a gun build. We have 3 front lines that are retarded that do not understand how to play the front line. So, nothing's stopping them from looking at us, so they can just shoot us like it's a shooting gallery.
Yeah.
And at the same time, they don't have to worry about being overwhelmed. The, quote, funnest thing to do is build damage. So, shooting barrel, enemies throwing out, let's say here, homing missiles, a giant line attack on the ground that just basically moves forward in a line and shoots you and chunks about 25% of your life. 3 carries that all have bullet-based damage, one of which is a AoE control, which is a hard counter to this team, because we don't have a jailer other than you, and you're not being allowed to do your job because the front line's retarded. Which means every correct counter to what's happening is not getting done. And what that ends up creating is on a scoreboard where we have what we have in our team. The highest fed member of our team is me, with 44k souls.
Yeah.
As the most fed member of this team, I am in the median around their team's mean, and their highest fed member is 50k souls. So how is it that we're not able to kill them if they are allegedly that far ahead? Well, then you look at the soul number, you're at 27, then Nicta's at 28, but she has the highest amount of player damage, while I'm focusing on shutting back the lanes and having objective damage. because we don't have tempo, that now means that our ability to fight back is minimized because they're just running forward. They're not thinking who's behind us. They're not thinking who's coming on the side of us. They're not thinking, okay, we can fight this rift, and if we can kill them before it starts, then we have a fighter in position. But what should we actually be doing? Are we here to fight them for this objective, or are we trying to, at best, cancel by timing it down and then retreating, or if we lose it, choosing to take a tactical retreat, killing the minions before they reach our walker, and not giving away our objectives? And the problem is that they are playing a teamfight simulator in their head. I walk forward, I hit the enemy, I shoot at them. That's playing the game, right? I'm playing the game, but it's only half the game. It's the micro. You need the macro and the micro. Without the macro to look at the game state, to remember that it's a MOBA, not a teamfight simulator, they don't actually take objectives. So then, two people can sit in the lane and take our objective for free because we're pigeonholing ourselves towards something we don't need. That's bait. And then the dumbest members of our team, playing the most important characters on our team, lose us the match. And then they are the most underfarmed members. Like, Abrams shouldn't be 27k. He should be sitting next to me, holding the waves, when he's not actually fighting for something. Maybe then he gets to the to whatever it is he's building, because he's building like halfway gorilla, halfway gun, and the items don't mesh together well, because if he's wearing battle vest, he should have already had bullet resistance. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
On the right side, the learning curve here would be like, how do you function on Graves? And the wave is basically 1 part gun build, 1 part crowd control. You're using your gun as a spirit leech, like Lady Geist. So you're going to root them still, and you're going to use your skulls as a pressure tool so that you can auto-attack them with your gun. That's basically what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you play it that... Go ahead.
Like I said, I play mostly... My build is heavily spear. I do have a little bit of gun because the gun isn't... Graves' gun is good enough that you can't ignore it.
Well, you use toxic bullets at minimum, so you can cancel healing as the trading you. And then everything else can be cooldown reduction to cycle your spells. By doing this, it creates the incentive of a negative cycle. If you catch them in your rift and you bomb them with your gravestone, and you pop your gravestone when you're in any dangerous situation where you need it, you will create, I can now talk in the microphone, where you need it, you can now be able to put yourself in a winning situation where they just won't have enough stamina to walk away from you. And then you'll root them, and then you'll kill them, and if not killing them yourself, someone on your team, likely me, will kill them.
I think as opposed to toxic bullets, I'd probably go with Hellbane.
I see raid.
For the additional spirit resist and other benefits that it has.
It's a choice. It's just that toxic bullets will give you the capacity to fight back.
Yeah. By the way, let me know where you're going to farm the jungle creatures, because I will want to collect their souls. I should keep him busy for a little.
It's pretty much whenever you have downtime. That's how the jungle works. There is no jungle.
No, I know.
Like, there is no jungler, everybody's the jungler, that's why it's 6 on 6 in lanes.
Okay.
You take them when you have downtime, and by using the downtime, it gives you the ability to secure yourself a lead. You're getting gat attacked. You don't have to tunnel on trading them. I'm going to be the one who mostly trades them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not used to playing with the confident front line.
You will definitely learn by osmosis.
Yeah.
They will also keep targeting you while you're on low HP, so you need to focus the healing unit first. You also might want to get Heal Bane. Or, excuse me, you want to get some form of gun restoration. You do have monster rounds, you might want to get both. Maybe even extra regen. This is where you learn the ever-useful talent of bouncing the wave.
It's not a great use of skulls, but whatever.
And if worse comes to worse, you can get healing right and you can stand somewhere and heal yourself. Any of the things that allow you to have an area to stand in.
I won't be deterred from my purpose.
Because if you play around the healing, the regen will give you the ability to outplay them. Because they're just going to keep shooting you.
No, I usually don't get healing, amp my healing up until a little bit later on. And most, like, I build towards basically leech.
Well, as long as you don't die. Just telling you how you'd counter it. You don't want to overstep when there's no wave. Just let the wave bounce.
Stay strong, buddy.
They are really cocky, and they really need to die for it.
They do.
Oh, I killed one so far. What the fuck is that sleep dagger supposed to do?
I mean, we are very slowly edging him out, so I'm not too worried about it yet. I'm gonna go run and get the gun buff, by the way. So
Okay.
don't do anything too crazy. Hey Funk, how you doing? How's Texas or whatever?
There's no hope.
Does he know we can't hear him?
He can't hear us either. They're gonna get a lot slower now.
So, important things to learn. Pushing, shoving. Pushing is when you are simply going to bounce the wave. Bouncing is what we do when it hits their tower, you let it hit structure, and like an echo of a wave, you let it bounce back towards you. Shoving is when we are pushing with intent. That's when we want to do something to them, like kill them.
Lifting.
Just so you know, my skull's now probably 30% slow. So.
I know.
Oh, well. Okay.
I appreciate the update.
Yeah.
In this situation, they just burnt both ultimates, and they got nothing. They are now in a position where they are vulnerable. So what you do is that this would be where you look for an opportunity to gravestone. And then, using that opportunity, we just simply start murdering them. Because this...
I want to get one more level so I can put a pip into my gravestone before I drop it. I like my first ult to not be at least a little bit buffed up. Don't get me wrong, I understand the philosophy about just dropping the ult. I'm gonna do Sinners real quick, just so you know. Unless you want to do it.
No. I am the thing that creates the control of the lane. All I need to do is farm. When you step away, I get free farm.
Okay.
However, when you step away, they also will go and do what they're currently doing, which is trying to assassinate me through the legs of the turret. So, you have to do them when you have downtime. You can't just randomly walk off like that, because then that happens.
An M16 in the Lord's camo.
That's what I was... That's why I was saying...
Why?
I'm already going. That's why I was saying that you do them when you have downtime. If the wave is coming towards us, that's not downtime.
Got it.
Hence, the purposes... What is Drake?
Nothing, I'm talking to myself, don't worry about it.
That's why the purpose of shoving and pushing are important. When the wave is pushed into their tower, we have downtime. That's when you go take the things on the side, and you do it quickly. 15 seconds or less.
Got it.
And also try to avoid those cards by hugging walls.
Hugging walls, got it.
You're being looked at.
Let's take out Hayes.
Force her to use her ultimate.
And wasted their ultimate.
No, they're going to target me now. It's not wasted if they can get damage. It's only wasted if you counter them entirely and kill them. Because right now, our tower is not looking good, and that's the consequence of you stepping off the lane.
Noted.
Here comes Ivy.
I see Ivy.
Now I have bullet resistance.
They're marked.
Now they're hurting. This
My
is when
ult's back up, I'm gonna drop it.
Go to shop.
Here they come to shove again.
Yep. I'm almost back.
They destroyed the Guardian of Blue.
Unfortunately, that cost us this, so now we have to pull backwards. The quickest piece of advice I could probably give for growth is you gotta learn when it's time to roam.
Okay.
I don't know how, but you literally had the instinct to roam at the worst moments. While I can hold the lane, I can't stop them from hitting the turret.
I'll isolate them.
So now you have to wait for them to overextend, and then we kill them. Like right now.
Can't escape me. There's nowhere to run.
So now we need a diver. Now.
Darkness creeps ever closer as the drifter walks.
And that's how it's done. Never be afraid, always know your limitations. And never be afraid to, what's the word? Limit test.
Yeah.
And now we're equalized. And now it doesn't matter when you roam. The Guardian is the sign when it is time to consider being able to roam. With a short lane, you don't have the ability to roam as far as over here. You have to roam as far as the Sinner Sacrifice, the boxes behind our lane, because you have a zip you can reconnect to. If you don't have a zip to reconnect to, you're going to go the longest way possible, which is going to make it really, really hard to come back on time. It gives them timers to fight back, it gives them the ability to push, and what you're really telling them is that you're scared of them, so they'll become more confident. The goal of a MOBA, amongst many things, obviously is beat your opponent. Destroy the enemy nexus, destroy the enemy core, destroy the enemy god, destroy the enemy whatever. But the second goal is demoralize your opponents. Now, your opponent should never be demoralized because they're competitors. They should know how to play the game. But if they're really bad, they will get demoralized when they don't automatically crush you.
Yeah.
I'm coming for you.
They're coming off the side.
Green Walker is
And the fastest way to punish them for that is basically challenge them. It's a communication. The enemy steps up.
Yeah.
They say, I think I can kill you. And not only can I kill you, I can kill you easy. You look at them and say, I don't believe you, bitch. Show me. And maybe that's a bluff. They step forward on the lane, you're baiting them walk forward so that you can potentially fight back against them. And the goal is basically to make them feel comfortable. So right now what we're doing is we're conditioning the Haze to step up in a position where she can be caught. But so far, we know that they like to walk together always. So with 5k souls in my pocket, I don't need to challenge them. Especially since you're here. But
Yeah.
if they walk forward, if they bluff and say, we're going to kill you, I'm going to say, I already killed you 5 seconds ago. If they step backwards, then good. They're scared. If they don't step backwards, I have not done my job yet and now need to make them scared.
We live in interesting times, don't we?
The constant back and forth negotiation sets the pace. That's not what I wanted. The back and forth negotiation sets the pace of the lane. And then from there, it's a question of will they step up as two and fight, or are they going to be pussies? And with grit in my pocket, they're going to be pussies.
I do actually need to go and buy it.
Because if you just step up and let it be a shooting gallery, then of course they're going to shoot you in the mouth. So don't make it a shooting gallery. Make them work for it. Come from odd angles.
Okay. Now I've got some health regen. Man, you've been brutalizing that Haze. I just checked scoreboard.
Our Green Walker is under attack. Our Yellow Walker is under attack.
You want to grab the health?
I do not need it.
Okay.
If I walk there, they're going to follow me. That's the problem.
I can distract them.
When it comes to buffs, it's not like it is in Smite, where it's like, you gotta grab them as soon as possible. You grab them when you can. They won't, unless it's casting buffs, and you literally can change the situation by just having more damage in them. It's not that kind of buff.
Yeah. I say we punish them for being so aggressive.
Not yet.
How about you? Not yet? Okay.
We hold them, because they're going to keep poking. We need to come from entirely behind them, which is what I'm about to do.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, blackout.
Try to fight back, but it won't matter.
Lifting.
That's the reason why I
Oh,
said
that-
not yet. Yes, because they rotated.
Yeah. Yeah. Beware of that silver.
I'm being chased.
Yeah.
The Blue Walker is under attack.
Cut up the middle. I'm being chased. Lash! Cut up the middle! My lord, bruv, get here! One and 4, and 6. Yeah, that's a useless player. Fortunately, because they have decided now is when they start ARAMing, this is where we now have the opportunity to fight back against them, because they are overplaying their hand by a lot. It's really annoying, but as long as you don't die in that situation, that's what's important, because they left their left lane open, and I'm going to go try to take it, if possible.
Yeah. Mind if I tag along?
Yes, but don't get spotted on the wave. Do you have gravestone?
Yes, I do.
Okay, we have to wait till this wave comes to receive, and then you will put your gravestone someplace where it can't easily be pushed.
Will do.
And to come split the wave 3 ways is a lash that shouldn't be here.
Take your drugs.
I'll rotate back blue if you're gonna go with flash.
No, you are here for insurance.
Got it.
We're using your gravestone to force this objective because they're going to come defend it. They're going to send one person and they're going to be lazy about it. We're going to take it in their face, and if they overextend, we're going to kill them. Place the stone now.
Done.
Handmaiden.
There's no hope.
There is a unit behind you. Just walk forward.
Yep.
Now turn around. Now kill him.
Yep.
Okay, Trevor, we're coming to gank. And we leave.
Yep.
And that's how you do a rotation. They left this exposed. They gave us the objective on the right side, so we take the objective on the left side. That's cross-mapping. Ivy's still chasing you. Turning around.
Okay, I'm gonna go deliver this to Ern now. Thanks for the save.
It's that easy. Because they're like, I gotta keep diving for the kill. That's what makes it worth. And then they die free. And it's like, why did you come here? What was the purpose?
Yeah.
As long as you don't make mistakes like that, you're more than likely going to find success all the time.
For me.
It's always a choice.
Deposit.
Because mentally, if you think of it from the perspective of the players that play that way, it's like, Is it fun to chase the player and see if I can kill them? Why, of course! They don't have any stamina. I just keep walking at them, and if I punch her, I can take the urn too. But what did you gain? What was the goal in time that led to what that results in? I am chasing her with the urn to blank and blank so that I can blank.
I mean, that was not my best play, but I am glad I got the urn.
I mean, as long as you got the urn, they didn't secure the souls, it's fine.
Yeah, basically.
Enemy grouping mid, that's 5 people, do not walk forward. Do not walk forward. Do not walk forward. Civil will kill you. Shove the side lave.
We're lucky they're Celeste's ass. Need help on green?
No.
Seeing as they're busy on mid? No?
No.
Okay.
Keep them from suiciding middle.
Okay. Looks like... Are we gonna let yellow bounce?
You can go receive it, because I'm too far away.
Okay.
Because they're going to sit there in mid until somebody either dies, or until you finally kill them. Because it's going to...
I gave them a bit of help. With the help.
They've taken our blue walker.
Oh, well, that didn't help.
Because when you push like this, it's going to force them to have to choose if they want to keep losing their structures. They decided they didn't want to, and now would be where they have to choose whether they're going to kill that silver or not. And it does not seem like our carry knows how to. Many such cases.
Yeah. It's not just a silver, it's also a wraith.
Okay. As long as you don't die, it doesn't matter what they do. They're just baiting you forward. That's all they're doing. They want you to walk forward so that somebody can come to the side and ult you.
I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
I grappled a 7.
Looks like Hayes is doing some lane maintenance.
She's catching the wave. She's 1 in 5. She needs souls.
Yeah. I think I saw Warden on green. I don't know why it's still on green, the tower's gone.
Rift yellow.
Headed to York. Ready to use the Lich's blessing.
Two incoming.
I'm gonna pop ult the second that Rift actually opens. Ooh, our ship DC'd? Oh wow. Okay.
The enemies are coming with the urn.
Hey, you're making history.
This game is winnable, but if we play it poorly, they can kill us.
Yeah. Forward.
No time to play with my food. I want their blood.
Two on the outskirts. Warden behind.
Take out Warden.
He already popped his ult. We're gonna bully the shit out of this worm.
Let's see what your insides look like.
What, you think you hate me now? Just wait till I kill you again.
That man was not happy about being killed.
Looks like Bebop is looking to feed.
Alright, bros, I will see you later.
He was
Catch you later.
probably getting the last of the resources left.
Okay.
In my experience, it's never worth it to do the one more minion.
The only reason I'll do that on Graves is because her one isn't like a time charge thing. You actually have to harvest.
Well, in other games, it makes sense. If you don't finish killing the wave that is receiving, that's dead gold on the ground. But the souls literally stand on the ground. Three standing mid. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blackout.
The darkness comes for you. York is under attack. Stuck.
Head into yellow.
Let them take that. Sorry, take the gas. Not really doing like those.
Please take the walker. I'm not sure why we're not taking objectives. I'm not sure why Lash is standing left lane, not shoving. I'm not sure why Seven's not here. I'm not sure why Lash isn't here. I promise the jungle camp will still be there when you push the lane. And that is in fact what you're doing as I watch you punch the center sacrifice. 5 man marching down mid. Can we defend? Not by walking behind the zip line, which will just let them turn around and kill you like we just killed them on left. Maybe, kind of, sort of. A little bit of battle IQ.
What is our ship doing?
He is suiciding, that is what he's doing.
It's pretty good about giving you warnings when you're backwardated.
Alright, and we're shooting, we're getting punched in the face, and we're dead. And now that they've taken this 800 souls from you that you were cashing out in the jungle while all that happened, can you tell me what the logic was there? I understand you disconnected. I understand you're behind. What was that? Quick, go.
Yo, shut the fuck up right now.
I'm not going to do that because you didn't ask nicely.
Eileen Crash, shut the fuck up and go kill yourself, you piece of shit.
I'm not going to do that. So, you don't have an answer. Alright, so.
Shut ass bitch ass out of here. Oh my god.
I'm not going to do that. So.
Not gonna do that. Shut the fuck up.
I'm not going to do that.
Please.
I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. So here's what should have happened there. Yes, you're behind. But you can literally get 5 times the souls from the lane. Shove the right lane. That will give you 1,600. Shove it again. That'll give you another 1,600. I don't know math, but 1,600 times 1,600, they do up to 100. It's literally worth more than killing them. Make them stop chasing by taking the wave. If you're going to be upset, you have to have a reason. That's not good enough a reason. I'm so sorry. The man is still ranting despite not realizing that whatever he's saying does not justify what he just did. That's with understanding that you did disconnect, but that doesn't excuse battle IQ. That was retarded, my man. That was retarded. Molding. Nobody can hear you on my side of the chat, by the way. Molding. SinglePlayerCarl, all platform, Caramel Cajun on Twitter. If you are still upset about what you have to say, you can choose to call in tomorrow for $100. You can debate about it on camera, and I can promise you, you're not going to make sense. You're not making sense now. Calm down. Stop ranting. Clear your head. Breathe in. Breathe out. There's 5 people pushing on our base. We are taking the rift with at least 4. Can we divert one of them to support the 7, please? The man is mad. He's very, very mad. He is very upset. He needs me to know how upset he is. I'm so sorry. That doesn't matter as long as you're not performing. You want to make me very upset? Perform. That'll make me really mad. Coming back down, Zip. Good kills middle.
That was a hilarious kill. By the way, they're pushing up yellow.
I know it. I can smell them.
Okay. I'm gonna buy real quick before they arrive. I don't want to greet our guests with a proper attire.
Oh, they might be going mid actually. Let's check.
Okay.
Well, there's silver. They're not here. So they must be resetting. What part of the stat line on the bomb line is confusing you? There should be an invisible number hovering over the stat line of the object that shows the concurrent stack bonus. If it's not there, it should be in the item tooltip. That shows you what the current maximum damage of the bomb is. Silver is standing on the bridge in the middle. She's inside the jungle.
Spirit will be reforged.
Literally right here.
I see the enemy.
Walk to my position. We're killing Silver. Okay, 3 mid. Going to stop Celeste. Tactical retreat from the fight.
Set the stage for their demise.
How are you up and getting pushed this hard?
I've got the yellow. The Celeste is dead. I heard Venator ultimate. I'm going to assume they're still holding every other ultimate.
Wraith, Ivy, and Celeste all have their ults, but Celeste is dead and Ivy's dead, so it's just Wraith with an ult.
Kill whoever's his closest and easiest. If it's easier to run down the vendor, to kill him. Silver on the side, on left. I'm on my way. Don't overchase, don't overchase. You're getting surrounded on. Turn on the ones in the back. Good. I'm covering you. Fight, fight, fight.
Looks like they're trying to take tower.
They're still in the backfield behind you. Venator, 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 Venator.
They got Warden.
Or Warden, rather. These characters look the same to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we deserve to get that pounded.
Alright, you didn't die. Good job. Don't overpush. Reset spend. If I'm holding 10k, I don't know what you're holding. Good kills.
Places for Bond Camps Roulade.
When do we go and take mid?
We can do it right now, but somebody needs to control them topside. Everybody has to walk. Hayes can, or excuse me, not Hayes. The Rager, the Shiv, can shove down left to get back into the game. The rest of us need to go to middle and either control it or start bursting it right now. We have to chain 2 knockdowns into something, and I need to find them.
Headed to Broadway.
That was a lot of ability nuking. I don't know where the team went, but they definitely should have been on top of me. Collect those 1,400 in the side. Okay, Wraith is a problem.
Wraith is absolutely a problem. Nope.
Cut your losses, take the kills you can, collect those souls on the side, and get out. We're bleeding structures.
Yeah.
Oh well, there goes 1,400. And to be expected, the Shiv still is there, and he's using everything, and he's still dead. And that's why I called you out on the decision the first time.
Wait until I get going.
I'm not your coach, but here's some free advice. The way that you play the overall fundamentals of the game are going to be the mistakes that you make in the early, the middle, and the late game, and the hyper late game. Outside of also just being a rage monster, you need to learn when it's time to cut your fucking losses. If they killed me, why are you there alone? Or all of us, relatively. That doesn't matter. It's also advice for everybody else, as well as my stream. I mean, he doesn't have a reason to be muting it. He needs the advice. But look at it this way. Him muting the person who is literally a coach that is giving him a $100 coaching session is his loss. Him muting me is not going to change the way he plays. I can tell you that much. If it makes him feel better, and it won't, because he's still angry. More power to him. But if he's that upset about being called about a simple mistake that's like, you know what, you're right. Why did I come up from behind them? I should have used the element of surprise. I don't know what to tell you. We definitely do have to do something about that carry though. I'm coming down zip to go by, and I'm coming straight to you.
Okay.
Let good times roll, baby.
Coming, 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 coming. Don't die.
Fear me!
I'm in there!
Lights out.
I'm running as fast as I can, Bebop. I might not make it. Fuck. Let's support. Don't let them funnel. Or rather, won't let them bait you. This is when we take mid boss right now. While we still have 26 seconds to go on her timer.
I'll catch you on mid.
Go, 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 go. Please leave, please leave, please leave. Go to mid boss, go to mid boss, go to mid boss, go to mid boss.
The rejuvenator is just
5, 4, 3, 2, punch. If you need to buy, go buy. If you don't need to buy, immediately back out on mid.
take your toll.
Don't take that fight, don't take that fight, don't take that fight. We do not want to give Wraith the shooting gallery. Back it up.
I'm gonna do some latent maintenance on yellow. Oh,
Oh, we're gonna murder him. That's what's happening.
push him, then push down lane. I dropped ult, so
You need to get here faster.
got it.
That wave will push itself.
Defend the stronghold. There's no hope. It's a pleasure.
The slower you hope to push that. Okay, I'll put it like this. Your character is a jailer character. The zombies will push the wave. You get to the fight.
Got it.
Let them weep, Lash.
Good luck not getting shot.
Full court press, all lanes. One person each lane. We're about to lose rejuve. We need to make sure we use it. Collapse middle. And he hears the well, no, of course he doesn't get collapse middle call.
I'm back. I had to go play a virtual trading card game for a second and spam Spider-Man characters at someone. Hello.
Say, Funky, you're getting in here.
Yo, yes, I am absolutely down. Skaven's in his own live stream hell at the moment, so I will jump in for a couple rounds until he's ready for me, and then I'm going to help him go troubleshoot his internet. So, you have me until then. Deadlock?
Yes.
Fantastic. That will let me get in a game or two, actually.
Somebody's coming behind that Yagi. Yep, it's over. I'm on the way.
Trash.
Try to kill who you can. If you can, put all your focus on Wraith. Got her. This is one. Murder them all.
Yeah, that one homed right in on me.
The darkness creeps ever closer as the drifter walks amongst them.
Re-engage. Fuck, they're off. Well, we took out the Wraith, and that's what matters.
They're back up in 15.
Defend the stronghold.
Let the good times roll, baby.
That is a lost team fight. We should not be fighting up mid like that. Alright, the chain died. Alright, the game's over. Easy mistake to make. Not upset. It is what it is. Choices happen.
Defend the stronghold. We've only one shrine left. We need to stop.
I like how our shoot is 2 and 11.
Yes, he is in fact 2 and 11. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm playing great, although I did get a shit ton of assists. So.
Well, the only thing I can really tell you is that assists are not the thing that demonstrates competency. It's staying and keeping your deaths under 10. The only excuse for us to have a lot of deaths is if the game was hyper late like it currently is now. And I murdered everybody. We're silver. And I murdered everybody. Push in. What a clutch timer!
Oh, someone put. I can save you. I can save you.
I'm on Haze. Somebody should go meet him in mid.
I'm going in for you,
Headed to
7.
blue. Going in.
And I will push this wave. Go meet him in middle. "26 seconds.
I need it.
The rejuvenator is descending.
5 seconds. Wraith is up. Full court press, all lanes. Well, we're not going to be able to push if the left lane doesn't get shoved.
Let's go for York.
A full court press is what we call a 1-3-1. 3 in the mid lane, 2 on the side lanes, and in a 5-player comp, 1 in the jungle. In a 6 comp, 2-2-2, or at least 1 pushing, shoving the lanes all times. You can't push if we don't get the wave. Do not fight the middle.
Okay. I've got 3 characters I'm good at that their builds haven't changed too much, so I'm gonna be just fine.
What are your characters?
It's a bit of a wacky lineup. It's Viscous, 7, and Geist.
The enemy is camping mid. Do not get caught. In comes Warden, in comes Silver, in comes... Like, 3 left, back away, back away, back away, back away, back away.
He ran right into my trap.
Wraith on the side!
The push though.
Focus the Wraith, focus the Wraith! Got her! Get me out, 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 get me out! Thank you!
Death brings consequences.
I'm closest, I'll head back to defend the base. We need to push in. This has to be the game-winning push. And they died. All 3 of them died. That's not good.
We need to push out green.
Already there.
Yeah, I know.
7, go away.
We have to take this fight. We need the downtimers. It's you and me. I'm dead from ticks. I'm not sure where 7 was, but unfortunately, that is probably going to still be game. Yeah, you shouldn't be in the side jungle in this stage of the game. That is bad macro. Is what it is. SinglePlayerCarl all platforms. Care about get you on Twitter. Practice, practice, practice.
Then we got jumped early on. As they were coming down mid, he got overwhelmed. I tried to rotate to help him. And then it was just like, there was no doing that with 1v3, you know.
No, 7 should not have been in the jungle where he was. That's why that happened.
Again sometime.
They came to collapse 4 left. We were able to fight them back. We took the important downtimers. But then we were over-sitting situations we should not have been in. The important carry, who should have been doing ability-based things, basically chose to leave and give them the opportunity to kill everybody, and then they just pick you off one by one. Because they're literally walking past you to shoot me in the face. They know that if it's not the Bebop, it's the Drifter that's going to kill them. Alright, let's get him in the party.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got a semi-decent lineup. I found a bunch of builds that I actually recognized that hadn't changed that much, so hell yeah.
Perfect. So you're Viscous, and what were your other two?
Viscous, Geist, and 7. I also have Infernus, Wraith, and Venator functional, but
Okay.
Those front 3 are the 3 that I'm probably the best at.
So in ranked, I'm Graves, Celeste, and McGinnis. In standard, I'm also competent with Holiday and 7.
Yeah, I ain't touching rank with a 10-foot pole for a bit until I get comfortable again.
You'll be comfortable if I train you.
It's kind of a shit show right now in rank, to be honest. It's the matchmaking does not make any fucking sense.
I'm not sure what type of matchmaking system it is, but it doesn't feel like SS.
I mean, I get matches where like one team has like goes like 10 or 13 and like 3, and our team is like just struggling to stay alive. It's probably people not playing correctly, like you've alluded to, but it's rough.
It's something. Because there's a mixture of... I don't like using the terminology broken, but for the purpose of, say, what Wraith just did in that game, characters that people refuse to build counter items. I don't have the choice to build the counter items. We needed to have a front line, and we needed to have a back line. Because she should be using those on the front line, so she doesn't have the tools. But they're using them as an I win button, which I hate characters that have I win buttons. Infernus, don't like them. Wraith, don't like them. Because if your entire strategy is around, and now because I have an uncounterable ultimate, then that's not a balanced character.
Yeah.
Even Mo and Crow has to get in range to do combo.
I mean, I'm definitely annoyed that like their characters have ults that can't be countered.
It requires you to build an item slot. And every item slot of defense that you have to itemize against your enemy that isn't a dual slot, like escalating resistance, which covers escalating resilience, which covers bonus HP, weapon damage, and bullet resistance as long as you hit the target. Those items effectively force you to have to buy a piece of control that then disables your ability to get something else. So if I buy Indomitable, which is the actual correct, I don't even need to think about it because she's going to do it when I don't see her, counter. You could use Counterspell as well, but you do not need to be trying to physically time that shit. That's the shit you use on EIO Shinto, otherwise known as Apollo's 4. You just buy Indomitable, and you say thank you, designers, for realizing you need to have Counterspell without needing to think. Because what happens is that if you don't cleanse that buff, you can't dash, you can't move. If you don't have the damage to out-trade her, you die. And basically, that character is female Twisted Fate. She's smashing 1 because the 1 ability damage is basically a nuke. She's holding ability charges. Each charge is going to do 400 damage, so she's going to drop 4 charges. That's going to be, at minimum, if she hits 1600 damage. The rest of the bullets are going to do about 1200. The proc effects on her attacks are going to do the rest of the damage of the health. You can't give opportunities for that to happen. You just need to lock her down and kill her. Which means somebody has to be confident enough to dive into the background and kill her, but people, as you saw there, they're like around the corner. Now, the Lash is retarded. But, around the corner, I'm telling Lash, get to middle, I'm being chased. The man is arm's reach away. Hold your arms out in front of your face, as far as you can reach. Oh my god, Drifter, you're so far away. His legs aren't moving. You're so far away, I can almost reach you. They're not moving. That kind of team member is going to make you lose matches. Because they refuse to actually play with a sense of urgency. And that's the key thing there. Like, I'm mugging the Shiv because he's acting like a retard. Like, I'm only telling him, hey, just don't try to fight them You're behind. Don't come from behind them. Just go to the base. Go from the front. Work with the team. Throw some knives. Put some bleeds on them. Make them back up. Nah. Full sin. Full tilt. What the fuck do I do there? The only thing I can do is tell him, hey, buddy, what's going on here? Are we thinking clearly? Like, what are we doing? Like, buddy, are we okay? Because there's no reason why he should ever be walking forward there. There is no purpose to walking forward. He's walking into people to die. If he wasn't behind, then the argument could be made that he just blows them up. But he's at least going to blow up 2, then he dies. Even in a 2-for-1 trade, the danger is our structures. Hence, why I keep saying, it's a MOBA, not a teamfight simulator. Because you noticed how there at the end, they were just throwing themselves at people? Just bouncing heads off at one another? No target acquisition? Yeah. That's why they're losing matches. That's why the skill-based matchmaking doesn't seem like it makes sense. They're not playing like humans. They're flowcharting, to say in a word. They know what they're supposed to do.
I can feel my power growing.
But, I don't feel like it. I'm just going to put in 50%. I'm not going to put in 100%. Because you should be putting in 100% every match, so you get better at the game. You can't grow your battle IQ if you're not actually thinking. That's why I kept telling him, stop ranting, turn your brain off, reset, cool down. You're upset. You have a right to be upset. But we have more of a right to be upset. Because we don't know what's going on with you. You disconnect, we pause, you come back, and then you just end. How many does this fucker end the game with? Because that game didn't get scored, by the way. Because he DC'd earlier. So...
I mean, it's standard, so it doesn't really matter, but...
Yeah. But it's the
3 and 12.
Yeah.
3 and 12.
So he's 3, 12, and 14. Like I said in the game, assists don't matter in the case that you are not an artillery mage. So Graves is a jailer. Drifter is a roaming jailer slash what most people would call a jungler. Lash is supposed to be the same thing. Bebop is a frontline who also doubles as a jailer character with his ability damage, and Shiv is also a roaming jailer. And then 7 is also technically a roaming jailer slash backline, because he literally puts an ability on you that locks you down so he can melt your health. The only people who should be diving forward is Lash, Bebop, Drifter. Grave, Shiv, 7 should be looking for opportunities to come from the off angle in order to do what they need to do. It's not arguable that I am the top player in the lobby, even though Bebop gets the top player reference because he has the most player damage and the most kill credit. I don't care how they rate that system. I think telling people metrics that help them recognize what they did well and what they did poorly doesn't really help, because the graphs they used to have before were like, by the numbers. Here's what you actually did with your character. This graph type system they have here, where it's a line graph, this is unusable. It doesn't help you for a player, it doesn't help you for a team. So the best you can go by is the scoreboard, and the scoreboard doesn't tell the full picture. So he's 3, 12, 14. Assists don't matter. He's died 10 times. Why has he died 10 times? Did he die 10 times securing the kill, which then allowed us to win a team fight? Was he gut fucking to the end in the middle of a rift? No. He died in lanes where he was getting killed because he didn't have enough damage, because he built his character poorly. So he's not dying for a reason. He's dying free. Since he's dying free, it's gonna make it harder to fight back.
Yeah.
So, even if... Go ahead.
I just want to let you know, Rem is an off character for me. I can play him, but it's not one of my main characters.
She's a heal slut. You can build a gun and run them down, or you can build a bomb and throw bombs at their head. If you're familiar with Doorman, you play her like Doorman.
Waz, up here online with me.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Okay.
Today you so terrible.
I mean, I know the
Drifter.
basics of Rem, but it's just not one of my main characters.
He is the evil ass crackhead. You'll do fine.
Yep.
Let's go, yep. I see the enemy.
Graves for 8. Bridge.
I see the enemy. I see the enemy.
God, I forgot how good my mount sense was for this game. Oh my god.
It's a shame they don't let you switch characters in the standard, but they let you do it in ranked.
Wow, they let you switch now? That's cool.
Yeah, in ranked, they will. So you know how you have that first 30 seconds of the game?
Yeah.
If you get a poll you're not vibing with, you can switch to someone else in your roster.
Damn.
Yeah. Which is why it's weird they won't let you do it in standard.
I got one of those for the missus. Big fan.
I don't know.
Whack.
You get to choose so many characters.
Unvenator. Calvin on me. First blood.
I already did first
Very
blood.
monster
Okay,
round.
heal you.
Oh, damn. Okay, well, I'll take second. He's in sewer. Coward. Let me know when jungle's back up so I can go get it in a sec.
I left one there if you want to grab it.
Oh, perfect. I am very grateful that this sensitivity is close enough to my destiny sensitivity.
Out in front, Ivy.
Cool. Both of them are super lit.
Yeah.
The Grays was able to get out.
We
Alright,
don't have the
they're
health.
running.
Yeah, but you don't have the health to push.
That's true.
I hope nobody minds me coming in. I was just a little lonely.
Feel free to sit in, my guy.
That's cool. We're all playing Deadlock, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
I'm watching Carl's stream.
Hello.
Hey, you're making history.
Give me a little bit of health. That was late.
I just popped all my
Ganking
abilities
middle.
at once. I'm gonna be useless for a minute.
Ganking middle.
That's fine.
You're good. You're good.
I see a vampire's come to play.
I've never actually played Deadlock.
Smite with
I do
guns.
have it.
If you're friends with anyone in this voice chat, we can give you an invite. It takes about 5 minutes to get you in.
Well, I do have it.
Oh.
I've just never played it.
It's Smite with guns. I will teach you how to play the game properly.
Well, do I have it installed?
I mean, if you're familiar with any other MOBAs, it's not terribly hard to pick up on, but it does have some eccentricities.
You have to know how to play Smite. That's the
Yeah, but
eccentricity.
but it is also legitimate MOBA. It's not Overwatch.
Yeah. It's a very classic MOBA.
Okay.
Only classic in the sense that it's Dota.
Dota. Dota, but 3D.
Well, that's why I say Smite with guns. If you think,
Exactly.
if you try to compare it to the other smooth forms of the games, you're mostly going to get confused.
The only MOBA I've heard was it Knots?
My first MOBA was RoboCraft. That game had so much potential.
Ivy. Oh my god, she's still 1 HP. How?
She didn't see that coming.
I need to go buy an item to go stay strong.
Yeah, I
Proud of
should
myself
buy it.
for. Yeah, I know, bro. We've been keeping them pummeled.
The only thing I have is extra charge.
Graves is over here.
I'm gonna get compressed cooldown and.
I left you one in jungle if you want it.
Okay, cool. When we're a little less busy out in front of tower,
Send a present to him.
I hate to get
him off.
How's your health?
Yeah. I'm cooking, brother.
Okay. Hey, you know, it was not so long ago you were getting a little low.
Oh yeah, no. No. I remember.
What's his face? Kelvin's getting a little turn.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
I've been using him as a fucking bullet sponge. That man's been my punching bag.
How much rotation left?
Is there a tutorial that you go through first for Deadlock, or?
Yes, but it's dog. Yes, but it's dog shit. It won't teach you what you need to know.
Okay.
I can literally give you a crash course.
Yeah.
I'm fixing to ult to get him off if I need to. If they start crowding us, I'm gonna pop ult.
Okay.
I don't like doing it this early game, but
Enemy at side camps.
Definitely get.
I'm gonna take this last one.
Definitely get a pip into whatever, and grab that what's it called? The gun buff while you're over in jungle. I can keep him busy.
Okay.
Wow, someone's looking to make
On the move.
Does it normally take a while to load up, or is that just me?
First time shaders.
Careful, Drake.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Rotation towards mid. Airdropping. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Gun buff acquired. Moving in. Good. Nice. Beat the man in his own house. Hell yeah.
We need to push this. We're gonna lose left for it.
Roger. Here. That's right. Walk into it, buddy. Walk into it. Done. There you go. There's your tower. Born to play 7. Swear to God.
Well, I suppose nothing ventured.
Mm-hmm.
The game's really
They're
not that
licking.
hard.
Yep. They're licking their wounds.
Taking middle lane is more important. To be
Indeed.
one.
I now have 2 balls to throw at them.
Excellent. Ho ho ho! I have a ball.
I love shoving my balls in their face.
Oh ho.
Is it true Run takes extra melee damage?
I hope it is.
I'm on your team, dickhead.
Yeah, but every time he isn't. Every time he isn't, he's Tiny Hitler, okay? He's evil. He's the embodiment of evil.
I'm with you. セブンスンわかる彼の
Darkness creeps ever closer as the drifter.
Bring my vegetables down the mid.
If only we had the one Japanese man here to decode.
To be fair, I don't think it's very, I don't think there's much explanation needed when she screams "Shine" in your face. I think I know what that means. Oh fuck.
Well, that makes one of us.
The goth high schoolers here.
I'll try and keep the young one alive.
I am lit to shit.
I'll try and keep the old man alive.
I should. Thank you. Oh, I'm on fucking death. Ah!
Look, I tried, man.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's not on you. It's not on you. That was me. That was me. I got too greedy.
I gotta heal, man. I'm not feeding. You go grab that.
Rift, ref.
We got 3 on mid. 3 on mid.
All right, we got 4 on mid now.
Blackout.
Stem.
Get melee countered!
You are all bearing witness to perfection.
Alright, heading over to Rift.
You're supposed to take it, yes? This little ritual of yours is really messing
There you
with
go.
my job.
Thank you for the heal run.
Want me to whistle us a little tune while we were...
So, in your expertise, Carl, how's this team feeling to you compared to last team?
With another competent person and our team actually using comms correctly, this is what's supposed to happen.
Okay. Hey, I'm coming back to you, Funk.
Yep.
Looks like you can use a little touch up on health.
I just did some greedy shit and it worked.
Oh boy. Huh. Having a competent team. Oh, you won't like me.
You
Well,
have an excuse. This is actually literally your first game.
I don't expect you to be a Rain Man. If you knew what you were doing, then I would ask why is it that you don't know what you should already know?
Okay. What is...
That's three of them here.
Okay,
They finally got tower.
Huh?
Okay.
You're trying to ask me something. What?
No, I was gonna ask Schnitzel what their preferred type of play is. You know, do you like getting in people's faces? Do you like picking them off from afar? You know, what's your vibe?
I guess I'm more of a coward. I try to play it safe.
You have two choices. You can play support characters or you can play artillery characters. Pick one.
Okay, I guess I will play as artillery.
Okay. There's a large number of jailers that you're going to have to choose to learn, but you're more than likely going to get funneled towards Graves.
Yeah, either Graves or Celeste. Although Celeste can get in people's faces.
Celeste can do both.
She does both.
Yeah.
She has the stamina to be in somebody's face, and her playstyle is built around it, but it's like... It's
I
weird.
always find her to be a glass cannon, to be honest, and I play her
She
a lot.
is.
She is glass
She
cannon.
is. But you can play her ranged, and it's quite a nice experience.
I do. She is...
Yeah.
I used to say Graves was my main, but I am definitely more of a, what's it called? Celeste main at this point.
Oh.
Oh, we're getting giga fucked.
Yeah.
You fought in front of a structure.
Yeah, but we took the structure, which is what matters.
What button was it to change your hero again?
You go to escape, and then it'll have a window that says edit roster and swap hero.
Oh, okay.
A blue walker is under attack.
The wave's not pushed up.
They don't have the wave to fight, so they can't dive. They're just standing there to fight you, but you need to be ready for the blackout. I'm coming down lane right now.
Stay strong, buddy.
3, zipline, 2, 1, blackout.
Racking up assist. Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
Headed to yellow.
3 down. Let's probably do mid.
They're gonna be up too quick. We're too early.
It's way too early.
I'm gonna go get yellow.
It feels so much later in the game.
It's only 15.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it feels real.
Fucking dogging on them, I guess.
Yeah, it feels real weird when people aren't retarded and know what they're doing, huh? Entirely different video game.
Headed to Broadway.
Graves, side jungle, moving.
Let's go mid.
Venator meeting her.
Flight almost ready.
Let's go here.
I see Venator. Ready to fly?
God damn it, I was farming! Alright, we're murdering them now.
clouds over them as the drifter's
God.
whistle dances on the wind.
They're dropping like fucking flies.
On me. Yeah, Grace is over here. Yeah, there she is.
I see the enemy.
Greenwich is under attack.
Graves has dropped the tombstone.
They rushed me. They rushed me. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I should not have done that. I was hoping they would be distracted with all these.
Hilarious. Hilarious. I just sniped the guys that got you with my pillow.
Thank you.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I didn't kill him, but I did do a chunk of damage to him. My pillow hurts now. I wouldn't want to be in the pillow around.
Bag of fentanyl and a ceiling fan.
Something like that, yeah. I see their Vindicta.
Let's push Greenwich.
I'm coming.
I'm at 13k. I probably need to go jungle in a second.
Do you want to fight him, Drifter?
I'm waiting for him to walk forward. I like more DoorDash to not see me coming. I got my cock
I'm
out.
gonna jungle for a minute here.
Este será un día largo para ti.
I'm gonna go do a little bit of lane maintenance.
And they're gone.
I'm just grabbing shit in the jungle at the moment.
I'm gonna buy real. Actually, I can get killed sometimes. There. Now I should be able to heal you the next time you get out over your stunk.
Thank you, because I absolutely get in way over my head half the time.
Yeah.
That's my one thing. It's just like I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll stay right here. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Gravestone down right.
Kevin's back. We could try and find him down.
We gotta wait for them to pull out. I'm holding 7,000. One pushing down mid, in gank position. 5, 4, 3, 2, blackout.
Lights out.
Here to help. Hell yes, dude. Those blackout call-outs are amazing, man. Keep that up. If I'm in the neighborhood, I'll come by and I'll come by with a cup of sugar. All right, I've got mid pushed up. I'm gonna go jungle.
You Louisiana boys know how to party.
I'm moving drift. This should be uncontested.
You would think someone would be interested in collecting food.
I hear a wraith. Wonderful.
Scream for me. nights look like. Thank you for making the most of the opportunities Holiday provides.
Kelvin's here.
My way to you.
Is someone like
Side jungle.
shouting in What's Up's background?
That would be his wife. His wife is loud.
Yes.
Kelvin is in possession of the orb. He's flying on his ice all the way towards the orb. Right lane, he's gonna come up behind you.
Yeah, so
It is what it is.
the twinkle break. He's like, what the fuck is going on?
The twinkle break.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one that caught that.
No.
She has no volume control.
I respect that.
You know, it's incredible.
Graves coming up left.
I don't mean this in any derogatory way, shape, or form, but Waza, your wife is in the genre of women that make really good VTubers.
Oh my god. Well,
you can't unsee that now. Enjoy the rest of your life.
That's like walking up to a man and saying, like, bro, how the fuck did you get wobble me like that? Doing him psychological damage 2 different ways.
well, you know, she is getting sick of her job, so maybe that's a secondary career opportunity.
Bro, just stick her in a game of Lethal Company and make sure her mic peaks in OBS, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, oh my god,
that's true.
Actually, not all the kids play Repo
now. They play both.
And Big Walk. And we got Big Walk now. We've got How to Fish.
Peak.
Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Her screaming down on my. You'd never be able to lose her. You always know where she is. You'll be able to hear her from a mile away.
It is true.
Like, Peak's proximity voice chat is incredible, and she's gonna be fucking yodeling in the background. It'll be perfect.
All clean on the left.
But accumulate. I have done nothing but teleport bread. Souls have been acquired. I have almost 10k. I'm gonna go become what I was always meant to be.
Lightning?
Yes.
Have fun. Don't get dead.
It seems that I'm unable to use my third ability.
What do you mean?
You have to unlock them slowly. You hold tab.
Oh.
Also, depending on the character you have, some abilities can be passives, and so you can only upgrade them, but you cannot activate them. It's already active.
I kind of like
Get that. How did I get that kill? That's wild. I just got a kill and I don't know how I got it.
I felt all my spirit upgrades kick in, and now it's like, bro, you just give a monkey Mountain Dew.
But can you fuck a football?
I'll rip you in half.
No.
Can you fuck a football?
You've never heard the phrase, it's like a monkey trying to fuck a football?
That's the most Midwest phrase I've ever heard in my life.
Never heard of that at all.
Beautiful. Darkness is gonna fall.
I know this isn't coming across in voice chat, but it's actually my wife's D&D night.
That would explain the twink comments.
Yes. Yes. Unlike Dev, I'm not into femboys.
No.
Great. I respect that a lot.
Alright, I took first tower. I gotta be a little bit iffy about these. Do they still give respawn bonuses to the other team when we take a tower?
When you take points off of the patron.
Okay. Oh, got a friend in the back. Hello.
That should be 6 people middle.
She's having a bad time over here. Thank you. I played Graves. I know what to do here. Silence.
No, you had zombies play Graves for you. I say this is a Graves player.
No, see, I was the retard that played Gun Graves.
You see what I said?
I'm evil.
See, I play Spirit Graves, so...
Yeah, you play her correctly. I'm just gonna say. I spent a week not realizing that I spent more than a week playing a shit Gun Graves build that I then later realized had the title, and I quote, twitchtv.com/Metro on it. And I went, I'm gonna kill myself.
Who is Metro?
Ryan.
Thank you. Come again.
That name feels like it's supposed to be important, but I don't respect most content creators because most of them are fucking dog shit.
Yeah, Metro is the worst one. I believe he also got outed for some kind of insert sexual misconduct here.
I'm a content creator else. No.
Although, how much of that?
Another one.
I mean, there's definitely...
Look, but with the way Metro acted in the community, it's kind of like one of those ones of like, you know what? I'm not surprised. You had the kind of furry profile pic that always leads to something awful. There's like a specific genre of furry profile pictures.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, hashtag not all furries, but hashtag quite
No,
all.
no. I'll be bold. Hashtag get fucker.
God.
I mean...
I never said I wasn't toxic.
Hey, fair enough, King. Hey, I'm gonna press this button and we can win the game now. Whee! Die. 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 Get dog walked. Have a ball. Whatever they've done to 7, my god.
That's normal.
Yippee.
That's normal, 7. You don't see this every time.
Oh, look at that disconnect.
We are now going to get our quarter... Oh, fuck, I didn't have enough time. Now we're going to get the quarter-pointed feeders. Games like that is where it sends you the fucking Avengers. Alright.
Yeah, I know.
What name are we looking for?
Schnitzel, we're ready for you.
Oh shit, okay.
What name are we looking for?
You are looking... It's... What the fuck is my... you are looking for Mungdal's Kidney Stone.
I'm gonna take a quick leak. I'll be back.
Yup.
I do not see Mungdal's Kidney Stone, so yeah, I don't have your code in my list. Which is weird, because I thought I already did.
Probably not. Hold on a second. I'm also like adjusting my settings, but let me shift.
Inside of the chat of the Form of the Ancients is my friend code.
Okay.
Let's see here. Here is my build. My build is harassment. I build monster rounds, extra spirit, improved spirit, extra stamina, compression, cooldown, bullet lifesteal, spirit lifesteal, mystic slow, leech. Why? Huh? Huh?
Okay, so
I'll be right back.
Add a friend. Okay. So add a friend, enter a friend code, paste.
I'm so fucking stun locked. His build does not make sense to me. Hold on, the chat room needs to see this shit.
Hopefully that worked.
Okay, I'm gonna try to mentally work out what I'm looking at here, because this seems like it's briefing, but if he's winning with it, there must be something I'm not noticing. Okay. This is a correct item start. with monster rounds into improved spirit for skull bombing. He wants to turn extra stamina into stamina mastery, which is fine. Compression cooldown for the rift, bullet and spirit lifesteal to sustain in the lane off of the damage that all the abilities do. Mystic slow to slow them so that you can be able to trap them easier. But then he has leech. And I have to assume it's like, okay, if we're gonna buy leech, why not buy Cultist Sacrifice first, and then go chomp on 3 different reds, and then use that to get there in the mid-game? Leech has to come before Duration Extender? You got 3 1600s here. It's actually more than 3. But the ones that I find most relevant are the Extra Spirit, which is an evolution, Compression, which is 1600 on its own, and Duration, which is 1600 on its own, as well as Mystic Slow. Because then you're dumping 1600 into Bullet and Spirit, and this is both for just recovery. So this is lane nullification. His entire build is lane nullification, which is fine. We'll talk about that in a second. But then you build Stamina, then Cultist, then Superior, then Point Blank. Why not Point Blank Cultist, then Stamina and Superior? Because at that point, you're already farming the jungle, and then you can go farm the side camps around whatever lane he's in. Because then Mystic, and then Superior, and then you might as well buy Torment at the same time. Personally, I don't know why we get Weighted and Point Blank at the same time, but Funky knows something that I don't. And then late game is late game. And then he has optionals. I don't know. I think I'm missing something here, but I guess it works. I guess it works. Right in party. Alright.
Code should have been sent.
Yeah, I added you.
Okay.
You should be getting the invitation thing right now.
Okay, I see it.
Okay, I am back with Diet Coke.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, in a side chat, Carl, I sent you my Graves build that I use.
Yeah, I looked at it. I just went over it on stream. This shit is lane nullification, which is fine, but it's like, why have all the forming shit in the mid game? Why not get the Cultist Sacrifice in the early game? You're building Cultists before Leech, or excuse me, after Leech.
Honestly, I've been considering taking Cultist out, because usually if I make it to late game, I actually end up selling Cultist and or whatever the hell it's called, and trading up for more healing late game with my Graves. Let me switch to my Graves so I can actually look at my build.
I mean, that's fine. It's the same purpose behind why you build the passives that give souls and advanced bonuses. It's just my brain is like, okay, everything here is lane nullification. Everything up to Mystic Slow and Duration Extender, with the exception of Leech in early game, is completely justifiable and fine. Because you're just sitting in the lane, refusing to let them push. Because if this is what you were playing in our lane, then yes, this is fine. But this requires you to first get to the point where you have enough NPC damage that when you walk off to go kill camps, you can come back in 15 seconds or less. Which is why I'm confused.
Actually, so my normal build order, which isn't quite reflected in my build because it's my build, I use it for my own situation, but my normal build order is Monster Rounds, Mystic Burst, then Spirit Improve, and then I'll usually wait a beat to get extra stamina and get Bullet Steel and Spirit Steel.
So this is a smorgasbord, it's not left to right?
I should organize it, but it's not exactly left to right.
Okay. That's confusing, because they standardized it by making it left to right.
Okay. I'll re-edit it for that purpose. Yeah.
Should I swap my character since Wazup is Graves right now?
No, because we're gonna go to Sandbox first.
Okay.
Pick a character.
Don't mind the big guy. He's friendly.
I guess I'll try Graves.
Unless, of course, you try to stop us, in which case he will definitely.
I think you'll enjoy Graves.
Okay.
Because first I'm taking you to Sandbox, then we're taking you to Box, and then we're taking you to Standard when you're comfortable.
Okay.
I actually had a friend who caught the stream, and they remembered the Metro thing. And I quote, "The Metro thing was a doc someone dropped on Twitter with the claim that Metro had DM'd a minor on Discord with not good, intent."
I see.
Kappa.
Yeah. With that furry profile picture, that'd be about it. So, I'm gonna play one more round, and then I have to go play tech support for him before it gets too late in the night.
Okay, that's fine. Can you play the bot match and then play a standard, or do we have to play a standard before you leave?
How long do you think the bot match is gonna be? If it's like 15 minutes, it ain't a big deal.
Most of you people don't respect the concept of practice, so it's probably going to be very short. Okay, come here. Come to the corner where the gym is.
Okay.
You are now in my class. I am not going to
let's put it this way. Probably like an hour.
Yeah, we have more than enough time. Okay, where are you? You are target dummy?
I'm surrounded by little robot guys.
7.
Now I'm back in the front.
No, here you are. Okay, so you are playing what is called a wireframe MOBA. You move in 180-degree directions. Whatever is behind you, you can't see. That means this gun is your basic standard attack. You scale in this game through several different ways. You're either scaling your abilities or you're scaling your gun. You can sometimes even do a hybrid of both, but whatever methodology you're trying to kill people with is going to be the thing that dictates your ability to fight and win. Everything about the game... Where's my fucking testing tools? Everything about the game is based on how that player character works. So, I want you to come over here, and I'm going to teach you one of the main things you need to learn.
Okay.
So, everything in this game is based around timers. So, first thing I'm going to teach you is what it feels like to get hit by Mo and Krill. Now, I want you to tell me if you see this. He can see it because he's using an item he shouldn't have, but did you see me in front of you?
I saw some digging.
You saw digging. Okay, so this is Mo Krill. I call him Mo Skill. What you saw was called Burrow. What this does is that this gives a digging skill. This is one of many bruisers. What it feels like to get Mo Krill is it looks like this. That is initiation. Everything about the game is about how you are trying to kill the enemy and how they are trying to kill you. What I'm currently equipped with is 2 abilities, Mystic Burst and Mystic Expansion. You are Graves. You are wearing what is called a Jailer character. You are 1 part crowd control, many parts AoE, and an ultimate that effectively creates a line of attrition wherever you're standing.
Okay.
When you are playing the game, do not assume that it is a teamfight simulator. You have to assume that there is a wave. So you have to assume that there are minions, of which in every wave there is 4. One that is a healer minion that is holding a banner flag. And you cannot just walk up to me and start shooting with your gun. Because you have a reload timer, you have a melee attack, and you have a light swing. You hold down Q to melee with heavy, and you tap to do light. When you do this well enough, you're going to get a tempo for how it feels to be able to walk on somebody and punch them and shoot them at the same time. But if they press parry, then they can be able to parry you. However, one of the most important things that you need to know, among anything else, is bamboozles. What a bamboozle looks like is if I walk up to you and I have any active that gives me the ability to cancel my attacks. Like, say, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm blind. I'm blind. Any active. Any active. Any active. Fleet of Footwork. Mo Krill's passive attack is a little bit different. Where did you go?
Oh, I'm right here.
Hola, are we streaming or can we talk freely?
We are streaming.
Okay, I'll mute myself.
Mo and Krill's wind-up is a bit different than others. But the idea is that when you hear the ding, that is when your wind-up's coming out. So, if I hear that coming, I can parry you. That puts my parry on a 3-second timer, where if it intercedes on my shield, I stun you. This is where I'm going to do a lot of damage, and I'm basically going to dumpster in the shield. However, if somebody walks up to you and they do a melee, and you hear the sound coming, but they counter using an active. That is a bamboozle. This is very important for melee characters. You're not going to see this on Mokrill, but you will see it on a Billy. Because basically what happens is, you're looking to parry this. You see it coming, I counter it, you parry, and now your parry's down for 3 seconds. Which means I can just melee you again.
Which button is the parry button?
F, by default.
The
F key.
Oh.
Next to the D key, next to the G key, there you go. This concept is what creates the entire basis of the game. So, over here, we have an example of the lane. This is a structure. It is actually called a guardian, and the big walker behind it is called a walker. But structure, tower, does not matter what the name is. The course of the macro game is destroy the enemy patron, which is the same as saying the core. But in a wave, you have minions, and your minions will push. If the minions target you, their eyes will light up red, and they'll start hitting you. They do a lot of damage in the early game. You do not want this to happen. You do not step over the wave to trade your opponent unless you're Mokrill. The reason why Mokrill can do it is when I walk forward, when that wave comes past this wall, which is basically the range that that Guardian can attack from, if I push forward in this wave, and they all gather together because we're technically not laying the wave properly, if the wave is close enough, Mokrill can just walk up and do this. Look at my health bar.
Yeah.
See how I healed? That heals more if I hit... It heals more if I hit enemies at the same time. Because the way that Mystic Burst works is that it does damage based on the spirit that I have. If this hits for more than 80, it will do extra damage and it has extra range. Now, I want you to pay very close attention to how big the range of this circle is.
Okay.
That's a big circle. That went all the way to that wall. You know, in a lane like this, if you had me as your lane ally, my job is to trade so that you can fight. That is called pressure. You don't do anything without pressure. If you don't have a reason to be in the enemy's face, you're not there. You fight for a reason. Now, you can fight to chunk them, so you make them scared to walk up, but assume every single player you're playing against is a sociopath that does not know when to stop. Assume they're going to walk in your face and melee you. Assume that they're going to walk in your face to melee you, to bait you, to parry, so that they can trick you. Just assume that they're going to just walk up and do whatever the fuck they want to because they don't respect you. That is the majority of the player base of Deadlocked. And it's because the gun is uncounterable. The abilities can be parried, or the punch can be parried.
Yeah.
And if you buy Counterspell, which is a special augment, because the augment system is shit, they're augments, but they're called items. If they buy Counterspell, and they wanted to use an ability randomly against you, and it was something that could be predictable, you'd find it inside the 3200s. They just press the button, and they counter whatever it is you're doing. So I change to your character, and let's say you throw your Book of Skulls at me.
Okay, that would be...
Should be your one.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh, there we go.
I can block them, and while I will be able to block... I don't know if it works correctly. Throw it again, and we'll see.
What's the game y'all been talking about again? What's the name of it?
Deadlock.
So,
Deadlock, yeah.
So the first instance of the skull damage gets fully blocked by the counter spell, as does the impact damage, but it does not stop the follow-up. But the idea is, if you throw out an ability, so let's say you use your rift this time.
Okay, that would be 2, right?
Yes.
Alright.
When I go through that, I don't get stunned when I should get immobilized by your grasping hands. This is the idea of how countering works. Yes, there are characters that prey on other characters. Hypercarries that are hypermobile will prey on a jailer like your character, as does a bruiser initiator like Mokrill, because that's how they're designed. But it is possible for you and the enemy to counter each other by buying specific items to counterplay. Some are better than others.
Let me know if y'all want or when I know you guys are having a conversation. I don't want to interrupt. But let me know when y'all want or if you want a recap of how shit went down. Let me know.
Okay. The majority of the game is laning phase. This MOBA is so fucking lane skewed because the lane will dictate how the rest of the game will go through the matchup. Because it is possible to, at any point in time, should you have a functioning amygdala, just be like, hey, my character, or I, on this character, I'm not a good pilot against Vindicta. I don't know how to counter Vindicta. You get out of her fucking sight line. I don't know how to fight her. Can I go to the lane where I can just fight against a sustained team and they can't pressure me? Why, of course, Graves. Come, I'll even switch the entire lane 2v2 with you so that Mo and Krill can now just walk in front of you and tank the world. Unfortunately, when you start the match, you'll get 30 seconds in this state of the game, it didn't used to work on this before, to try to change the lane with other people. And then you have 10 to 15 minutes, assume 10, to survive the lane phase, to become strong enough to poke out, trade, or skirmish with your enemy, to create a health differential in yourself or their tower, to poke either their tower down or to kill them so that you may siege their tower. So, what that looks like, and we'll have to go this way because the tower will shoot us through the middle of this area here. What that looks like is that you would be over here if I'm on this enemy team, and you would be across the way on the other side. This arch represents a bridge that will be in the center of the map. Every lane is the same. It's mirrored. So my lane comes up here, your lane comes up here. If I'm pushing this lane, I'm pushing the minions before I push you, because that's what lets me trade. If I see you getting pushed, I'm going to shoot at you with my gun, then you're going to try to use your abilities to fight back, and I'm going to be trying to basically avoid being affected by it. Assuming that I don't have the ability to be countered by it, oh no, I've been held in place. Then you throw your skulls at me, and then I keep getting immobilized, and I take a lot of damage, even though I'm technically using the cheat tool to give myself infinite life, and it's like, oh no, I gotta stand over here and get behind my tower. And when you have the push, that is called pushing. But you have to stand behind the wave, because if you don't, you die. Because the tower will focus you.
I see.
It will focus the minions first, but the closer you get to the structure, it will then change its start name. So, you're going to try to scale to the level 2 point of all your abilities before you try to trade people exclusively. So what that looks like is, if it's meeting here in the middle, I'm pushing this in the wave, I try to use my abilities on the wave, I didn't even look at you and I did damage to you, and by the time I notice you're behind me, I'm like, woo! Woo! I'm Zoidboard. Woo! Right, you can't get away from me, I do say. Come here, let me give you a hug. Woo! And then I kill you, and now I push the wave, but now I am shoving. The difference between pushing and shoving is that I am trying to float the match. If I'm just pushing, I'm trying to clear. I'm not necessarily trying to fight you, but I can do both at the same time on this character. But I'm trying to just create opportunities where I distract you, where it's like, haha, fight me, nerd! You can't push the wave if you fight me, nerd! Because if I step over the wave, then yes, I can trade you. But guess what? Getting hit by Graves skulls as Graves walks you down is not a fun experience. Then, I'm going to resist the urge to punch this. When you get your gravestone, this creates a wave of minions. And when this situation, assuming that it's somewhere like where the enemy cannot easily heavy melee it, where you can basically like defend it, because that's a tower. It'd be somewhere like back here. It starts summoning these zombies. And your lane state on your character is basically, I'm gonna make them play on the wave. You can't fight me because you need to fight my zombies. Eventually, your Rift ability will have the ability to summon a zombie, and you're just basically making what we call a vicious cycle. You want to make me play with the wave, not play with you. So that when I'm distracted in the wave, you can throw shit at me. Now, No Krill has a gun that's well capable of blowing up your skulls. So if you throw your skulls at me real quick.
Okay, sure.
Your skulls are destructible by melee, but when they first summon, they'll basically like appear up behind the person. They can shoot them, but that's really hard because it's like, oh my god, they move around. What the fuck do I do? Punch them. You punch them. Not heavies, just lights. You just punch them. Throw it again.
Oh, okay.
It's like if the person has a brain, they'll maybe take one round of it, and then you just punch them. And when you throw them neutral, those skulls will hover around you. And they'll possibly do damage alongside you, and they'll track with you. So you can chase people out in the jungle. See how it floats around you and it follows you? Yeah! And I don't remember how you make the... you auto them. So then you auto me, and it's like, oh no! Let me just get the shit out of my face, and then I'm back to fighting you, right? That's the entirety of the game. Everything that you do in the early game will dictate the way you play the late game. Because once the towers fall, that's when you're in skirmish mode. Because now the lane is longer. You have longer to run them down, and if your structure's still safe, you can basically be here, but let's say all the way past this wall, all the way back to where this thing is. When this dies, this is the other side of the lane. Look how far that is. If you're walking me down all this way, that structure has to be gone. So that you can just place this tombstone and it's like, hey, get back over there. I didn't say you could leave. And that's why she's a jailer. You're jailing them to their lane. They can't go anywhere. If they leave, you take their towers. And
I see.
If your team is competent, they'll never let you die.
I see.
Have you ever heard the term attack and defense carry? You probably didn't hear it that way. You probably heard it as attack damage carry, right? ADC, APC?
I guess, maybe?
It's technically called attack and full. It's actually called attack and defense carry. You are a tower. I am the minions, a living minion, that protects the tower. Your front line, which is the vanguard, should be stopping me from doing this to you. Because if I'm Mo Krill, all I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, and then, moving far away enough that I'm not hitting you, then I'm going to do this, and then maybe I'll throw some dust at your face, and then I'm going to walk towards you, and I'm going to hold you down and kill you at combo. I get bonus health. I get bonus health if I kill you while you're in the ultimate channel, and it's uncounterable. In the sense that I have to be on top of you to cast it. But if you can hold me still, like, oh, I don't know, using your rift, then I can't keep walking towards you. And if you do a lot of damage, it's like, hey, Mo Krill, you can't stop me. I have to play over this, and it's like, I have counterspell. Come here, let me give you a hug. Let me kiss on the way out, and take my flowers. And that's... Go ahead.
You can be saved if you have like a Viscus on your team or someone has knockdown from his thing, because he'll interrupt his ult.
Yes. Now, this is where it gets into counterplay, because it's like, okay, if that's how I survive, what can Mo Krill do? I build Indomitable and I walk you down. 55 seconds. Somebody better save you in the next minute or your ass is mine. Because when he gets his items, when he builds everything he builds, this is a nuke. If you're standing on the wave, I am coming out of this. I'll do the same thing I did before. Where's the fucking? Where's the fucking? I need a veil. I need a veil. And here, I am in a veil. I am a heat-seeking missile. You will hear me coming, but you won't see me coming. Assuming that my shit stays as long as it should. You will hear me coming, but not see me coming. You'll be like, "Where's Mo Krill? Oh shit, he's moving towards me." And if I'm in a rift, it's more like, wait, what do you mean Mo Krill's here? Great skill. The main point is chaos and distraction. You don't do anything without a plan. You want to make them feel unsafe, and you want to make your team safe. They're going to do the same thing to you, however the player characters they choose are. So, if you're a jailer, just like a backline character, you're an APC. Your job is to get the fuck away from me, and once there's enough distance between me and you, and it doesn't mean all the way over here, it means basically like, if Celeste is in front of you, and you're behind her, and I'm being rifted, she's in the front, you're in the back, you throw out Skulls and Rift, and this is like this is the distance of your engage. If I'm over here, and she's doing all that shit, that's your safety. This is your realm of control. This is what should feel comfortable. Because now she's in front of you, she blocks the bullet damage. Man literally killed me through the fucking invulnerability. She blocks the bullet damage, so my bullets can't hit you if it's hitting her. She's also going to try to give you some form of resilience, because she has a shield on herself. She can shield herself and explode.
And silence.
And silence at the same time, in that giant field that she puts down. And then that ultimate she uses is a giant orb that basically bounces between targets, and it does a lot of fucking damage, especially when she's stacking resilience. Because she is using an item called Torment Pulse, and Torment Pulse with escalating exposure stacks a constant spirit resistance debuff against you. So she's standing on top of me. I'm debuffed 12 times for... what was the fucking debuff? 8% each tick?
4.5 spirit amp.
4.5 amp, yeah. Yeah, 4.5 spirit amp to the maximum of whatever my incoming damage is. Mo Krill basically builds the same items, and she's basically a wall of protection that keeps you alive. She's not quite the support character that a character like Paige is. She's not a full support. She's more like a leech, sustain tank. Because most of her builds, much like Mirage's, are about resistance and recovery so that they can continue trading back and forth. Because you're trading health to get opportunities, and when I have no health and she has all the health, and she's still regenerating, how the fuck do I fight back?
She's very much a glass can.
Yes.
She is very squishy, but can repair easily.
So
whereas SinglePlayerCarl is like the opposite. It's like
he has to be in combat in order to heal. I have to be on top of you in order to heal. Because if I have no cooldowns, then I can just spam this and like, oh my god, how do we kill him? Anti-heal.
Yeah. Heal Bane.
Heal Bane. Spirit Fire, anything that applies heal cut, and just keep hitting him.
What is it called? Shit, the biohazard one. That causes continual damage ticks. It's not a, it isn't a anti-heal in a technicality, but it causes ongoing damage ticks great enough on most abilities to, negate healing entirely.
Are you thinking of Spirit Burn?
No, not Spirit Burn. It's, escalating exposure.
No. It doesn't do heal cut.
No, it doesn't do heal cut. It just causes so much dots.
No, I think you got that confused.
It just amps the spirit damage. It just amps the spirit damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
But any form of heal cut, it will kill him. And this is the general idea against anything. You look at their items, you can press tab, you can clearly see what your teammate has, and it's like, wow, she's got a lot of shit. How do I, as SinglePlayerCarl, counter her? Basically, I build defenses. Witch Mail, Indomitable, Colossus if I'm feeling frisky, and I just stand in the middle of the team, and my job isn't to just take all the bullets. My job is to do my job. Like, I'm trying to trade her, I'm trying to get on top of her, I crowd controlled her, I punched, I walk away, I try to get around the corner, I get stunned, I still die, but she used all of those abilities on me, not my backline. So now my backline should be able to kill her.
Oh.
And that's why I made the comment earlier about you should not be 10 plus deaths unless you are the front line, you should not be dying. Because Shiv is an assassin, for lack of a better word. He should not be dying. SinglePlayerCarl is engaged. He's the initiator bruiser who's supposed to get up there and get in your face. So it's like, we can't kill him! He just keeps healing! Because when I get full 3 points in Scorn, there's a debuff that will be put onto you. And every single time I punch you with Scorn, you will take 15% more damage. This lasts for 16 seconds. Get over here! Get over here! Oh man, I want to give you a hug! And this is why the combo damage is so fucking high. Because not only does the extra points do extra damage, and not only does he get lifesteal, so you have to fight through the fact that I'm doing damage to you, and I'm basically healing for my entire life pool as I drain yours. Because I believe if I press this button, yeah, I can use my punch while I'm inside a combo. Sometimes it feels like the combo gets cancelled by Scorn's activation, but it should work the same way. And I can do the same thing if I'm in the ground, like so. So I can, like, come in like a heat-seeking missile, and then because I'm heat-seeking like a missile, you die. Because by the time you notice I'm there and I do my damage, it's like, I got hit, and then he hit me again, and then he hit me again, and then he hit me again. What the fuck do I do? Where do I go? Nowhere. Or rather, away from me. Your frontline does that to my characters, my frontline does that to your characters. Tussle, 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 and somewhere in there over actual teamfight objectives and or catching people with their pants down, we eventually win the game. That is the game of Deadlocked. Everything between that is battle IQ. I can't teach you battle IQ as much as I can teach you things like how to not get bamboozled. Because if I'm on a character, such as Billy, and Billy is doing shit to you like this, you're gonna have some questions, which is like, what the fuck? How is he hanging in the air so long? And then, if he puts points into what he's got, because he has 2 charges by normal, if he does something like this,
it's go time.
that doesn't look right because I have cooldown on. What it's supposed to look like is it looks like this once blasted comes off. The blasted effect gives him an extra charge immediately back when he uses his bullets because he's all gun and melee. If he walks up to you and he does something along the lines of this,
You want to play?
the first question you're obviously going to ask is, what the fuck? How is he doing that? What did he just do? Bash down has hang time. If I hold the button, this is the same as getting bamboozled. Now do you understand what I said?
I think so. I noticed that it looks like you inflict a debuff on me.
Yes, that is a debuff that will put things on you. Bash down just does damage. It also does knockdown and applies knock up. So you get pulled out of the air. So try jumping up.
You want a piece of me?
Immediately to the floor.
Oh.
If you're in the air trying to get away, and I have you inside of Chain Gang, and I do one of these, and I do one of these, get over here! Now bounce, bitch. And I hit you, and it's like, in the middle of that pull, on the follow-up, you're like, wait, I see this one. Try to parry this. Wait, I see this one! Oh no, I fucked up! What do I do? What do I do? This is where you're trying to fight. But if I do that, and then you see the parry coming, and you're like, wait, I'm gonna parry this guy, and I'm gonna fuck his lights up, and I'm a gravestone, and I'm gonna turn the fight. Because what happens with Billy is that Billy's Blasted has a passive where melee hits restore ammo and inflict a debuff that then does extra amplification to his bullets. Because he has to play in your face. That's how his character's designed. But when it is active, his melee will boost his health. So, when I crack this barrel on my head, after I bounce you, it gives me another charge of bash down immediately, and I'll bash you again, and then when I hit you with either a melee heavy or melee light, I get health. I'm stealing health from you, and you're like, well, what the fuck do I do? Oh, well, I'm gonna parry him. Nope, bamboozle. Now give me your life, bitch! Give me your life, bitch!
Sit your ass down.
Holy shit.
Now having
I was
talked...
popping in to say hi for a minute.
Okay.
You guys are in the middle of something, so hello, and everybody have a good evening.
Yes, you too, man.
So, by telling you that a bamboozle exists, just like I did for the Liberal Action Network member who tried to play the game with me, and he played like one match, and we've been missing each other ever since. By you now knowing that this bamboozle exists, you now have a correct amount of fear. Not overly scared, oh no, I don't know what to do, help, help, help. You have the correct amount of fear. Like, okay, Carl taught me that this is what I should expect from an average Billy. So how does this Billy play? Is this Billy just like, oh, he does the bounce and it's like, oh, I noticed that you don't actually do hang time. I got some shit for that. So, when I jump in the air, put a rift immediately under my feet. I'm walking towards you. Hey, yo, bitch! Front surprise! Wait, what the fuck? I can't get... And the whole goal...
Like that?
Yes, exactly. And the whole goal is to make them scared and to make them fearful. Because in a matchup against you, Billy doesn't want to be there. Hold that frame of reference, and the entire game opens up. Because now, you're like, okay, this is how I fight you when I have no counter items. And then eventually, for Chain Gang, for example, when you get Indomitable, so go over to the shop over here, click on the plus, you're going to go to the top row all the way to the right in the 6400 Experts Only tier, and you're going to buy Indomitable.
Okay, Indomitable, alright.
So, what happens is, the way that Billy is going to engage you, is he's going to ram in, bash down, because you see I put you in the air, right?
Yep.
And then, he's going to Chain Gang. And he's going to walk this way. And that's going to pull. But, if you have Indomitable, so you need to click no cooldown. Press tab,
cooldown.
Game rules,
Tab, okay.
no cooldown.
Game.
Should immediately give you back to cooldown for Indomitable. Is it back?
You said press tab?
Yes, press tab, hero tools, underneath the tab of hero tools, game rules, no cooldown.
There it is.
Do you have it back?
Hero tools, game, Set under game rules?
Yes. When you hold down tab, there should be an extra tab that appears on the side under testing tools. It'll open up hero tools, and underneath that is another section that says game rules. You're going to check box no cooldown, and it should give you the cooldown of your abilities back. Okay, so what happens is what most billies do is they want to give you the Rising Ram and the Bash Down to take away your Indomitable. But what most billies like to do is they treat this like an I win button. The character name is called Ares. He's from Smite. His chain works differently. He has to walk or blink into range, and he says, I have you now! But what Billy can walk away from you, and I can pull you over here. But if you have Indomitable, you stay where the fuck you are.
Oh.
And like I said, 55 seconds. If I use my movement ability that's meant to stay on top of you, because this actually does pull damage. It yanks you, and it gives you velocity slow, and it does chip damage as you get pulled as it happens, and you can't use movement abilities. And it gives me spirit and bullet resistance, and it also will give me 1.3 seconds per hero I pull of Unstoppable, so I can't be countered while I do it. Very big teamfight ultimate. With 6 people, that's at least fucking 1.3 times 6. My brain can't do math. I'm going to say 8 seconds of invulnerability on top of my own abilities at the same time, my own items at the same time. Assume that I'm basically Colossus in the middle of a fight, and it's really hard for you to get away. You want to be Indomitable so that if you're all the way in the back where you're supposed to be, when that chain goes off, you don't get yanked forward. Because I'm yanking you out of place to set you up so my team can collapse on your head, while your team tries to collapse on my head. And after I do my job, I get the fuck out of dodge, and then I play the outskirts of the fight, and I bash people in the face.
I see.
Every character has a different way of wanting to play, and understanding how they fight against you is going to be part of the battle IQ. We can give you shorthand tips, but there's not really much you can change there. So, that's the whole spiel. The last few things to go over is what you see here. These are buffs, this is the Rejuvenator. In a live match, there is an enemy in the middle of the game called the mid-boss. It's called something else as a target, but it's called the mid-boss. This is the Rejuvenator, which descends after you punch it. You can only claim Rejuve by heavy melee. Every time you hit the Rejuvenator, for your entire team, you will get a revival. And that revival will give you the ability to instantly come back, full life, full resources, with the exception of the cooldowns of your ultimate. Assumptively, if you die, if you didn't already use your ultimate, you come back fresh. So, if I am the tank, and I and my team are engaging on you, and we have Rejuve, and you have nothing, we have at least, at minimum, 2 to 1 to 3 extra lives to play with to dive you, pull you out of safety, and then after I initiate and use all my abilities, I'm gotta leave. I'ma stay in. I'ma beat your ass until I die, and then I'ma come back full life with 5,000 health. I'ma beat your ass again. Because I created what is called a vicious negative cycle. You want to lock me down, I want to lock you down. You have to use abilities and stamina to get away from me. When you no longer have any stamina, me and my movement skill gets on top of you, and whack, whack, whack.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes. I know you're holding it in. Give me just 2 more minutes.
Oh yeah, no problem. No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
But
go ahead.
When Rejuve is in play, this is your time to be a jailer. Your job is to stop us from taking your base. And you do that by making us play the wave. Throw down the gravestone somewhere where you can protect it. Guard the wave with your life. Let the minions march down the wave. We have to push the wave back, because if you notice, when I hit these, I have to use my bullet damage. And I don't want them to explode on me. So look at how many things I gotta get through to get to you. And if they explode on me, look at how much damage it does.
I see.
If you can't do your job as a jailer, and they're pushing your team, I wouldn't say that you're bad. I would say that you're failing to do the thing you need to do. Because I can't even melee that thing without potentially getting in range. Some characters have better ways to clear it. He is not one of them. But he'll also have a very large gun pool for bullets. So he'll be able to at least shoot them at a distance. He can use abilities to clear them. But it's nasty. I don't want to be in that lane. Because your wave and your minions are vision. There are no vision tools in the game. There are no wards. It is you seeing me and you telling your team via ping that you see them. Middle mouse button click. So if I see somebody in the distance and I'm like, enemy graves in the left lane.
Thank you.
Two bodies hovering. what I'm doing is I'm looking and I'm counting heads. There will be a mini-map in the bottom right corner. Just because you see them on the wave doesn't mean that they're alone. So if I know that you're there, because I can see you clearing the wave by pushing or shoving, my job is to bounce the wave against you and wait until I know you're alone, and then come kill you. While we do that, there is a jungle camp. Over here, you have the simulacrum of most of the small enclosed spaces where you'll be fighting. This is a thing that gives you the ability to practice your parry if you're against the enemy team against it. And then over here is the storage room that gives you a look of what is in the area of the map. You can see them over here, over here, over here, behind you, other way. Storage. There you go. And then over here, you have an example of all the things in the game that will give you a general idea of what to expect and how to understand what is going on. So, starting from the right here, this is a Rem door. The character Rem, the rat, is the only one who can go through these doors. There are basically ways to get in between the zones of the map and to be able to come from unexpected angles, because she is a full support that can also double as a damage nuke for spirit damage, who can use this as basically a literal rat hole to get in and get out of danger. Next to here is the center sacrifice. You open this with either light or with heavy melee. You count the lights on the top of the center to see how many souls are still left to be taken. Doesn't matter if you use light or you use heavy, but claiming it with melee heavies is the fastest. After you have taken all the souls available, there will now be a countdown on the center sacrifice. Because you happen to hit that in sequence, and it just so happened to be lit up correctly, that then paid out a bonus to you. Those stats you can also find in objects, such as those crates over here.
Oh yeah, I did notice that.
In the area, which will have buffs or souls. Those are permanent.
With the sinners, when it gets to the point, after you've gained it down where it's flashing and it's oscillating, when it gets to the third light, it's about to do that. Start your heavy melee, and you'll always get the stat bonus.
It's very, very finicky because some of them are on different internal timers. So this one, they are.
They changed it. It's always on that third light. If you start your heavy melee on that third light, you'll always get it.
Okay. Sometimes for me, it doesn't do that. But you can see here, as you look at the center sacrifice on the top, that it counts down the lights and starts flashing. The flashing is when you want to be able to melee it. You can use heavy and you can use light. But if you use heavy, you get 4 bonuses. If you use light, you get 1 bonus and the rest of the soul depot inside. And then, you started killing the minions on the side before I called them out.
Okay.
So, there are 3 types of jungle minions. Easy, medium, light. Green, yellow, red. Red is the longest. Yellow is the mid. Green is the easiest. The ones that expand out from the lanes, from middle, because little is the line of attrition, they will be gathered in little pools everywhere around the verticality of the map. There will be some on rooftops, there will be some on ground level, there will be some underground. And so will be objects. We just call these boxes. You shoot the boxes, you take the free souls, the soul amount inside every single one will scale up through the game. Through most of the game, when you're stepping off wave, you're going to be looking at doing the greens and the yellows. Those are the ones you can do the fastest. Reds are usually going to be mid and late game, because if you're killing them with spirit, you need to be able to burst them. If you're doing it with bullets, you need to be able to refill your bullets quickly. Now, Billy is an exception, because once he's out of laning phase and is in skirmish mode, you're going to be basically shooting, melee. Shooting, melee. Because his wrecked bonus gives him back his entire ammunition pool. Now, he's not just going to stand there shooting the entire time. He could, but the idea is run your melee down, or run your bullets down, get to the last clip, melee. Run the bullets down, get to the last clip, melee. And this is what Billy does. Every other character has different methodology of doing this. There is a specific spirit item called Mercurial Reload and something Magnum. That basically... Mercurial Magnum. That acts as a instantaneous reload. When you reload with this weapon, you place it on an object in your skill tree. For Billy, it would be Bash Down. I throw all of my bullets out, and then when I use Bash Down, I get all my bullets back, and whatever I have in Spirit Investment now puts that damage into my bullets, and I shoot faster. And if I do this quickly enough, I can actually chain this together. and now I got bullets on you, and I'm melee, and I still got bullets on you. Yeah, bitch, walking that ass down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm doing this all throughout your jungle as I kill you. Because it's not just killing you, I'm killing you to get access to your resources. I kill you to take your tower, I kill you to take your jungle farm, I kill you to take your centers, or I'm sneaking it under your nose. When you don't have anything to do, when you're homeless, when the wave is pushing away from you, you don't just stand there twiddling your thumbs. Unless you have something that gives you passive souls all the time. You go and you find a camp, and then you come back. The difficulty of the camp dictates how much time it takes for you to get back. The more damage you have, the more you can consider taking the bigger camps. And if you are a gun build that builds the object, you can buy an item called Blood Tribute, and that is just, you walk up to the object, and then you chew them. You chew them up. I'm trying to get on top. I bought the wrong fucking thing. Cult of Sacrifice. You walk up to the object, it'll have a little cone, and this is basically Hand of Gods. Hand of the God is basically Smite. And Smite is, I walk up to the guy, and it's gone. I get a buff, I get bonus health, I get ability range, it lasts for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and it gives me that damage, bonus, conditional, extra health, bonus, conditional. Really for Billy, it's ability range, because now my circle gets even bigger, and I chew up the gold from that camp, souls, but gold from the camp, because the active effect every 270 seconds, so almost a little under 5 minutes, I will target an enemy NPC and I will consume it for 180 bonus souls, and then grant the buff on top of it. You always use this on the red. You do not use this on the yellow and green. And the reason why is because the reds are the hardest to kill. This camp setup here is the most common one you'll see. You'll see one that could be 3 reds. You might see one that's 3 greens. You might see one that's 1 green and 2 yellows. You might see one that's 3 yellows. But one that's like this, if you were on a bullet character, or if you just somehow decided you wanted to use Cult of Sacrifice on Graves, you eat the red, you kill the green and yellow, you get back to the wave. Because you not only get more souls, but you also get it done faster. Time is everything. Move with a sense of urgency. Move with a sense of urgency, but know what you're doing. Move with a sense of urgency and react to the enemy fighting you on the map, but don't get distracted. Because 6 people aggressing 3 lanes and moving through the jungle, that's a lot to keep track of. So you mentally should have an idea where they should be, and if you know that you're in danger, don't push up. And if you're there with your team, kind of consider trying to play in sequence with them. Simple. Boom. Done. Alright, that guy's been holding in for a while. Tell us your story. Did he leave?
If he's...
Oh, sorry. No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
You've been holding it in for a while. Tell us your story.
Alright, well, I think What's Up knows my story, you know. I told him like 2 hours. It must have been like 2.5 hours now at this point. But look, if I was a professor and I was giving my dissertation, and if I had to give a thesis statement on what happened, it would be like, did I look like a fucking idiot? Yes. Was I sweating my ass off? Yes. Was I fucking very uninhibited? Yes. Is there some like random video of me fucking dancing like a idiot somewhere on Instagram? Yes. But did I have fun? Yes, I did. It was a good time, you know? It was a good time. Like, I did end up dancing with somebody. It wasn't like the girl that I wanted to dance to, but it was it was a girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was pretty chill, you know? I just took her hand and we danced for a bit, you know? And yeah, it was a good time.
Cool.
Yeah, it was like, I was at this resort, and like, if you want to know the full story, basically, I was trying to work up the courage to dance with this girl. There was like this like upstairs lounge with like a little dance area. I was trying to work up the courage to dance with this girl. And this other fucking guy, bro, he takes the girl that I want to dance with in his hand. He dances with her, whatever. And because I'm some fucking autist, I fucking stare at him. And then he fucking takes my hand, dances with me, and fucking twirls me around like I'm a girl, bro. And it was just so brutal. Like, I also twirled around a bit, and it was just, yeah, it was just brutal. I just got mocked, and like, I went outside and I talked with like What's Up, and like, I think like, I don't know if you were there, J Funky, but like,
No, I wasn't.
But yeah, I talked with him, and you know, was like coping for a bit, but yeah, then I went back in and I had a good time. I ended up dancing with someone else. But yeah, and then actually I ended up talking with him afterwards. Yeah, apparently there were a couple of Italians from Long Island. But yeah, it was a good time, you know. So I took your advice. What's up? And I had a good time. And I just had fun, tried to have fun. Work.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's the point, right? To have a good time.
Yeah, you know what? At the end of the day, that is the point. That's really it, honestly. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, I find that like I don't know, dancing is strangely more natural than like I don't know, like talking to people, I guess, because I feel like there's more kind of like leeway for you to just be awkward and shit. Because if you're dancing, like everybody kind of has this unwritten rule. I don't know, when you're dancing like that, like you're gonna look like a fucking idiot, bro. Like everybody knows that, and they don't really like people. The whole point is that you don't care about that shit. You just dance anyway. So I've always found dancing to be like more kind of natural.
Carl, I assume you want to switch to be with Schnitzel. Sorry, we're starting a match. Hello, Carl.
You talking to me?
That was a question for Carl.
Oh, Carl, yeah, that's what I thought.
It is my gift to you. All I ask in return is that you summon
He's still here?
I don't know.
I think he is. Oh, he didn't move. Well.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Good save.
What was I gonna say? But yeah, thank you for the you definitely gave me that, you know, the wisdom, you know, so appreciate it. What's up?
Let me check his
yeah.
Looks like
The
his
old head
YouTube,
wisdom.
looks like his YouTube stream is still going.
What's up? We're in a bot match.
Oh. Well.
My brother in Christ.
Oh. I didn't start the match.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys been here like 9 hours.
Okay, Carl, cut the pause.
Okay, he's
well,
back.
no, it's just been people moving in and out of the chat for 9 hours.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as the chapter isn't fully empty, that timer will keep going.
Yup.
How long do matches normally take?
It can range. Plan on 30 to 45 minutes per match.
Yo, I also realized like the more I dance, the more like low inhibition I got. You know what I'm saying? Like the less I care.
It feels good to move, man. There's nothing more complicated there than that. It feels good to move.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and once you start doing it, you start getting at it, and you get out of your own head. You're just gonna enjoy it.
My microphone was
Well, I just had this like realization, like these guys all look like it sounds rude, but these guys all look like fucking idiots, you know. And I just had this realization, like nobody gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody cares about like how you're moving or whatever. Like nobody, you're just all here to have a good time, and like you know, who cares?
As long as you don't faceplant, the best thing you can do is to just move and be ostentatious. With dancing, because you're gonna catch more attention that way, and you're gonna get, you know, some chick grinding on you, and it's gonna be great. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the chick grinding on you does not necessarily mean it'll convert into sex, but
No. Yeah. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but that's step one. That's level one.
Yeah. That's the exact A. That's what I'm saying. There's these like two girls that like they were sitting at the bar, and I think one of them went up to like, you know, we definitely danced for a bit, you know, me and her.
Yeah.
Well, nothing happened, but it was a good time, you know.
Yeah, but you had a good time, and that's what matters. And as long as you have a good time, you know, like, yeah, okay, you didn't get laid, but like, whatever. You know, you still had a good time.
Hello,
Like,
I might actually have to put a rain check on like doing a proper match because
it's a bot match. This is going to go quick.
It's going to be very quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, to answer your question, matches can vary in length. So, I will say it like this. Assuming that Arc Heron comes out and has the same standard as Eternal Return. An Eternal Return match is a hard 15 limits, because it is literally segmented in days. And those days always will gate the speed of the game. It's a very fast tempo game. And it ends very short. Deadlocked, much like mini MOBAs, can be back and forth. If you're outright stomping, and you remove any ability for them to fight back, and you rose the fuck out of them, we'll explain that in 5 bars, then they will lose as quickly as 15 minutes. There isn't a surrender tool that I know of, so there is no surrender at 15, such as League, which makes it even brutaler because people can hostage and will hostage you, and then you'll just have to wait until the game's finally over. And in those situations, assuming that teams are halfway trying, the fight back and forth can make the expected timer go from 30 to 35 minutes to almost an entire hour, especially if they're so bad at the game that they don't know how to use the death timers to finally end the game. Because either you're going to end the game or the enemy's going to end the game. And if they're very far ahead of you and they've taken all your structures, then they're probably going to end fast. That's the long and short. So you want to make sure you at least have an hour to get a match out.
Okay. So this should be like really quick then.
Yes, just like bot matches inside League. People don't respect it, they use it as an opportunity to try and to KDA pad. So, there are 3 phases of the game that matter when the game is starting. In the first negative 30 seconds to 0-0, you have the trade phase. That's where you get to see the opportunity to trade yourself between who is there and who is not there. Then, past that point, you have the laning phase of the first open. This is the first wave that you walk out with that will come out of the base while you're fighting against the bots that are fighting against you. I say bots, but in this case, human players. You're trying to shove the wave first before you go for trades. If your character can eschew this, then it doesn't matter. You just fight the enemy to the death. But you want to push the wave first, because by using the healing minion and its regeneration, you're going to use that as your safety net. Because you can always be able to come back and put extra points and protection and resistance into what's going on. Because if you're fighting the enemy and the wave, you're going to take a lot of health very quickly, just like I did just now. But that's where you then, after your first back, after you get souls, you buy your first sustain tool. Some characters are different than others. I would tell you, unless you're playing Billy, melee lifesteal is bait, do not buy it. But if you're playing gun, you would buy restorative shots or monster round. You can buy both, especially if you intend on using that to give yourself an opportunity to survive later. But you're going to try to, for the sake of your own mind, not let yourself get stuck in a scenario where you cannot be able to outplay your enemy. Because if you kill your lane opponent, you will get soul points. In the bottom left corner, they're called boons. But they're soul points, they're skill points. You put the skill points into the abilities, and whatever ability that your player character is supposed to build is going to be the break points that dictate your ability to live. When you get in situations like what these bots are, because I put them on the highest difficulty, they're going to play the most like players. You notice that they try to dive you. You notice how they walk forward like they are sociopaths. That's what it's like to play in a lane.
I see.
The first goal always is to get yourself out of a position where they're pushing on your base. Because if their minions are tanking, then that means that they have the freedom to walk you down. And that sucks. It sucks to get gated by minions. And just like in any other game that has a bush or fog war mechanic, if you walk into the zones that have a Phantom Veil, the Phantom Veil will allow you to drop the aggro. So let's say I'm with 7 on the side, and I drop the aggro from the minion wave while we're behind her, killing Paige. If I drop that aggro, then that wave is not going to keep hitting me as I'm trading her. I can then pop back in, and now I can focus her from behind, and I can even attack from inside the veil to give myself an opportunity to attack from an angle where they can't see. Because they can see the bullets coming out of the veil, but they can't see my exact position. So they might want to waste lobbing an ability in there. Like Viscus might throw his blobs, or he might use his CC. I push the wave with my gun so that I have my abilities ready to trade the players, and now you're in the lane skirmish phase. That's your lane for the next 10 minutes. If you can fight them faster and survive longer, then you can do it longer. There is no active ability that will give you a way to get back to the lane quickly. The only thing that technically does that is the ability to use a zipline boost, which is down off of cooldown by default when the game starts. You're in that lane, they're locked in with you, you're locked in with them. However the lane state is intended to be while the game is happening, you have to survive. If you're in a hyper aggressive lane and it's basically against you in your favor, that's where you buy the egg. We'll talk to that in a second and explain that bar. And you just wait till 10 minutes, then you sell the egg to try to get to an item spike, and then try to get to the skirmish phase of the match. If you're in a lane phase where it's heavy brawling, you want to have sustain. You want to be able to push the wave, and you want to be able to have the damage to fight back. So you'll buy things like restorative shot and monster rounds, which will give you weapon damage versus NPCs and bullet resistance versus NPCs, so that the minions do less damage to you. And you'll get the restorative shot to give you healing when you hit enemies, and healing specifically better when you hit heroes. And then you buy to your next items and your power spikes. For me, it's close quarters into Stalker. I hide behind my walker, I hide behind my structure, I try to stay away from the ability damage, I try to not let them deny me, I try to deny them when the orbs fly out of the minions, and I'm trading them under my objective, and now that they have no minions, now he's taking damage. Now I kill Viscous. She uses ultimate. I still have to fight between her and the wave. I step away from my walker, and I avoid her damage. Now I'm on Paige. I try to melee Paige. And I kill both of them while under my walker. It's a dream. It won't always happen, but they will be crazy enough to do it. And if you can outplay them, they're gonna be mad as fuck. In that situation, you can either stay in the lane and sustain off of the restorative effects of your sustain. There are plenty of tools. There are ones like melee lifesteal, extra regen, a healing right, which you need to not get hit, otherwise it gets dispelled if you take damage from enemy players or objectives. You've got Heal Beam, you've got Healing Nova, you've got the Restorative Shot, I've already said that. When you get to 3200 Spirit, you can buy Fortitude, and it will just basically act like War Mobs. All of these things will give you sustain, and you sit in the lane and wait, or you go back to the base and you heal naturally. If they're diving you under tower, and you're low enough that they constantly target you, go home. Reset. Get your health back. Then go back to the lane. Because if they are really good, you're just a walking duck and a sitting duck for a kill. And this is very important when it comes to rotations, because when you're 2-on-2 in the lane, unless you're a really skilled character or a really skilled player, you're asking to get murdered.
I see.
It just is the way that it is. That's how they balance the game, basically. Because once the walker falls, as they're pushing it, just like in any other game, you defend the towers. The tower does not defend you. But it will try its best to keep you alive. It's not like League Towers, where it does more damage the longer that they stay under the effect. It's more like you kind of want to use the tower as a deterrent so that you can keep the lane phase up as long as possible. But let's say we're in a situation like we are in mid on left. We basically don't have any progression on our objective, and we are trying to fight in a capacity where we can push. If they're pushing on us, we are basically trying to keep this thing alive for as long as possible. And we are doing damage, we are trying to obtain the crowd control, we are trying to punch, kick, scrape, use abilities, use ultimates to get the lane in our favor so that we can finally push. Once that tower goes down, the secret shop that is next to your lane, underneath the structure, will close. And now, the only places that you can buy from are from the secret shops that you will see on the map at the positions that are denoted in giant green fairways. They look like little chevrons, like little N's. Do you see them?
I think.
Both buffs haven't been taken in the game, so wherever the buffs are, this buff here, those are the secret shops. Those green icons, right there, and right there.
Our yellow walker is under
by using those secret shops, instead of going all the way back to the base, what you do is you go to the shop, and it will tell you, because there are signs on the wall. So, like, if you're over here on York, which is, or technically Greenwich, green, blue, yellow, green, but I call them left, right, and mid, because that's what they are. There will be a little thing that says to Curiosity Shop. You go inside that door, or you find the little hole that is directly in front of the buff building, and you drop down the hole, and there's a Curiosity Shop where you can buy immediately from. Buy your items, try to do it quickly, which requires you to get familiar with them. You'll take some time. It will take some time to get used to this item system. But you find the items you need, you get a build. A build will have it in a nice little addressal system, so you don't have to worry about guessing where everything is. You just go sometimes left to right, or you have a smorgasbord build where you have a bunch of things together and you buy what you need, and you buy and you get back out in the field. If you're an assassin character, like my character, you go in that shop, you buy what you need, you back on the field. Oh look, my 7 just got murdered. Revenge! 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 I have material pussy! Get your ass back here! Revenge! Revenge! Revenge!
Revenge.
Oh no! I got parried! But I have more damage than you! Revenge! That's basically the majority of the rotations. Those are what we call all-in timers, otherwise known as your item spikes. You play around your item spikes, you surprise them, and it's like, what the fuck? Where did he come from, and why is he stronger than me? That's why you don't constantly fight the enemy. You don't want them to know how strong you actually are. Because what people will do is that they'll test it like the heat of a bowl or a shower. They're gonna dip their toe in and be like, ooh, that's 2,000 damage from that guy. Ooh, that's dangerous. And then they'll be like, well, I can't kill him alone, so if I use my ultimate and I'm with Paige, then definitely we can kill the Drifter, right? And that's where I, as the Drifter player, who is better, am like, I'm gonna walk in between this wave and you, and I'm gonna walk over here to this healing minion, and I'm gonna walk away from y'all, and I'm gonna pull you into a position I can better fight back from. And now that my walker's down, and now I'm being pushed out, I'm gonna just slowly cut the distance. I'm gonna try to tag you. I'm gonna stay the fuck over here. I'm gonna get out of the limelight of these bullets, and I'm gonna just fall back to my walker. Oh no, they're still diving me. I'm gonna fall back behind the walker. Oh no, they still killed me. Because the walker, the bullets can go through. It doesn't body block the way you'd expect it to, you know? If it was Smite, you could hide behind the tower, put the tower between you and the incoming projectile from the auto attack. It don't work that way. They can shoot between the legs of the walker, they can shoot between the legs of the guardian, they can weave the bullets, they can use AoE spells to just simply fuck you because I don't have to play that game, like Milkrill. And that now becomes the skirmish phase. Because now when you're down to your bare walker, you have so much further to chase, and they have so much further to chase you. And then for about 15 minutes, that's mostly the late game of the game. I would say late game begins at 25 minutes. If you are killing them faster, it's whenever you have the ability to kill them. Like I said earlier to Watts. You feel like, Watts, you remember that match where the girl was like, it feels like it's so much later in the game, and I told her it's 15 minutes, and she's like, oh my god, really?
Yeah.
If the game is going well, it can go by really, really fast, and it will feel like it's not happening that quickly. If it's a back and forth slog, and it's a slug out fest, it will feel that slow. But as long as you keep your head and you watch the map, just like in this situation here on yellow, you try to stop your structures from falling for free. Unfortunately, it died because I didn't get there in time. You try to keep your structures, they try to keep their structures. Because when you get down to the walkers, you see how our last 3 item slots are locked?
Yeah.
Those are locked by the walkers. You have to take the walkers to unlock those slots. I could have 9,999 souls, but if I don't have an item slot, I'm basically just holding free money. Now, this rift, this is new. I had to learn this over time. there will be a zone. You'll see it physically form in the air, and it will only appear on the left and right ranks. When you claim this rift, you'll have to fight for the zone actively. It's a hard point. Literally Call of Duty hard point. When you capture it, you will get a shadow minion wave. This minion wave is a little bit hardier than the normal minion wave, and this wave will push in very quickly alongside your minions, and you'll be able to easily take a walker down should you have this push. This is basically a super minion wave. That's what it is. It's super minions. And when you have this super minion wave, you're going to use it to push. So this wave, if it's undefended, can push all the way into their base. You do not want that to happen. So if we were the enemy, and they were doing that to us, somebody would have to go answer them. This is where lane locking comes into play. If they have all this free time to roam the map, and they have this way to defend things, how do we know where they'll be? By the structures. Remember, the main objective is to end the game by taking their shit. So, they want to take our shit. We're not giving it away for free. They're not giving theirs away for free. So, that's where you get lane assignments. Looking at the map right now, we have one person in left, we have 4 people in mid, and 1 person in the side jungle, which is myself around Curiosity, because I just bought Ricochet. The lane on right is pushed all the way to their base. There are 3 enemies floating around that wave, pushing it back. So they're splitting the wave 3 ways. In this situation, this wave is receiving into a slow push. In most other games, the slow push would basically be you kill the minion by killing it with the very last hit so it dies as slowly as possible. But the idea is this wave in front and this wave receiving behind are going to join together to form a super wave. If this wave, after it bounces off the structure, is not pushed back, it's going to slowly push into our side. This is where you have to manage the wave by trimming it. Unfortunately, there are 4 people in front of 3 people. 3 people in front of me pushing the wave. I am being contested by Calico, Viscus, and Grey Talon. I don't want to be in front of them in a team fight. I have to play the wave first. So, with Ricochet, I have the ability to get this shit out like a weed whacker. And now, with 7 coming in from the side, I can now, as a roamer, follow this bloodstain like Warwick. And hi, Viscus! You were walking in my jungle, buddy. Yeah, you're not allowed to do that. Get that ass back here! I can't whistle while I'm talking.
Get that jiggly ass back here, boy. I'm gonna make you into some yellow.
And I walk him down, and he's still trying to get away from me. And I don't let him. Literally chasing him all the way through. Boy, does his bullets hurt. I guess I can't take him. But now, I've made him use his abilities, and he starts to fight. I get on the zip, and while they're taking that fight, because I have to retreat, because I have low resources, I have low health, I want to get out of danger, I look at the map. We stop the wave from coming in, so now our wave is crashing into theirs, and is shoving into theirs. Page shows on left, I now match, so that I don't lose my green walker. Because the next wave receiving behind it is going to meet this wave, and it's going to stop right outside my turret. If she clears that wave, she has the freedom to push in, and then after she crashes the wave onto the tower, she can collapse straight through the jungle, walk through our enemy left side jungle, and walk directly to Barley, and then start attacking them from behind. Literally a horse interrupt, because it crosses the map out of nowhere, and it's like, what the fuck? How did we get crowd controlled? Why is Infernus in front of me? Why am I stunned? Why am I dead? And it can happen in 3 seconds. But since she is not here, and I'm on the wave, with me and Graves being here, this is where we get on top of this walker, don't get slammed by the walker, and use the minions to take this aggressive objective for ourselves. And now we open up another slot, and now after we push this wave, I'm not a jailer. She is. She has Gravestone. She should be safe enough that as this rift is forming on Greenwich, she can stay in that position. Now, there is a zombie wave shoving on left for the enemy. What should the enemy do? Defend the left lane, right?
Yeah.
If they don't defend the left lane and they keep doing this fight here in the mid lane, guess what Graves does? Rapes the base! And so, if they give it away for free, we take it for free. And because I've done my part and I've done my job, I retreat, I look at the map and see if she's safe. If she's safe enough that I don't have to leave her side, I push this wave in mid back. I catch this wave upwards because I'm not a jailer. and I'm using a gun build, so I have to shoot them. But I have ricochet, so I can do it very quickly. And I have kinetic dash, so I have 4 slots of stamina instead of 3. So I can dash jump, and I can immediately get there and move the movement speed, catch up to the wave, and boom, here I am. And here I am to cover Celeste from the angle. I'm covering the angle as in the escape angle, the angle of egress, fleeing. Fight, flee, float. I'm keeping the fight alive, I'm cutting the fight off, or I'm starting the fight for my team. I float the opportunity, I get the wave in front of the tower, I find the minions, I push the minions out, I shove the minions into the chevron, I make a touch, I get caught by Infernus, I'm running away from Infernus before he and the rest of his team catches me, and I'm out of there. Because it's faster to move in between the waves than it is to go down the lane. Oh look, there's a Viscus on top of my rim. Hi Viscus, have some bullets. Have some bullets. Have some bullets. Where you going, buddy? Have some bullets. Have some bullets. Have some bullets. Not that easy. And this is a basic rotation. The same thing as it is in League, only difference here is that because you physically have to get there, rather than like, you click and you channel the action and then you naturally start walking there, you have to kind of use a little bit of operant thinking. And operant thinking is what the official correct terminology for battle IQ is. Because now, we have a fight happening in the mid lane, they are pushing as a team on our base, I need to farm to the point where I can now shove their lanes in, take our camps, and come in either from in front or behind them, and try to kill them. Not quite ready. Don't quite have all the things I need to do it. So I'm going to push this thing really quickly. I'm going to get this camp killed in 15 seconds or less. That's the timer. 15 seconds or less. Any longer than that, and it should be like, okay, I have some time. You know, no one's aggressing the lane. They're all the way over here. I'm on this triple red deck here. You know, I'm chilling. But if they're right in front of you, get off the camp. Go fight with your team. And I'm pushing it back, and I'm coming down the zip line, and I'm coming to back, and I'm looking for my items, and I buy my items, and I wait to get my heal, and alright, I got my heal, now I have my dash recovery in, I come down the zip line, I'm flying to my team! As fast as humanly possible. And now, I'm here, I jump forward, dash jump, get on top of the structure, take the structure out. Now I do my job. What's my job? Murder people. I'm on top of Infernus. Infernus gets stunned. Take all that damage. Get the kill assist. Now I'm top Bebop. I pull the bomb away from my team so that Bebop doesn't get multi-bomb on us. Helps us kill him. That's 2. Here comes Calico. Take a slice. Boom. That's 3. Next target. Who else is here? No one else is here? Wave management. Push the wave. Make it touch the diamond. Meaning, make the wave get pushed into the tower. Do I want to push? Not really. I see a freestanding page, because I'm Drifter. Blackout. Oh, look, there's a Great Talon. Who's weaker? Let me get this Great Talon real quick. Oh no, he's in the air. I'm behind him. I'm in front of him. I'm in his ass. I'm in his ass. He's dead. Turn around. Where's Paige? And that's the state of flow there, right? Now, you're a jailer. It's different for you. You're in the team fight. You're like, is there someone standing behind me? And then it's a flow chart. If someone's standing behind me, turn around, back up, grab the wall. Now wiggle like you're trying to make your ass fall off. Speed up. I want to grab them all. Now, speed up. Gas pedal, gas pedal. Yeah, literally, gas pedal. Like, is someone stopping me from turning on the gas? Do I have the juice to kill them? If I do have the juice to kill them, let me put in the juice and murder them. Have I lost you at any point in this demonstration and or conversation?
Yes, because I'm just trying to take in all the chaos right now.
Yes.
That's fair.
And that is fair. In other situations, if this is just a presentation and you just got the ability to lock in and focus, then it'd be whatever. But you're a new player. So, in this case, it's like, wow, that's really a lot, Carl. And you're right! So now you have to get the mind to take in all that information at once. Now, me saying...
Yeah.
That's also why people really like MOBAs, is there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
You're breaking the game down into smaller chunks, and those smaller chunks is the game. The game is the macro and the micro. The miniature choices, the words are hard. The micro play, the choices you make moment by moment create the overall macro play. My macro play is they're not allowed to leave their base. Nothing for free. Your macro play is I defend my team and I take their structures. Nothing for free. This entire map is in control. We don't have to worry about a lot of things like, say, mid boss, which we haven't even gotten to cover that, and that's honestly a coin flipper of a fucking situation. You don't take that without having down timers. So you kill the enemy, and while they're dead, you take this objective. If they come to fight you for the Rejuvenator, guess what? I know how to count. 5 - 6 = 4. I'm gonna kill you. Go back to your base and defend. Give me the Rejuvenator, or I'm taking your base, is the trade, basically. That choice is one miniature play inside of a larger play. What's the concept there? Well, we take the Rejuvenator to dive your base, so that when we engage you, we revive, you don't. I want to trade my extra lives for your downtimer. Once I have your downtimer, I take your structures, and now I start beating on your enemy shrines. Which then brings us to enemy shrines. In your base, there are 2 little fucking broadcast towers that are enemy shrines. When you kill one, the other one will get resistance and a little bit extra health. But the idea is that when the shrine is in play, and you're doing things with the object, the shrine needs to be defended by the towers that we've destroyed. The defensive towers that are on each of the doors, and then the minion wave that's also going to try to stop the minion push, so that we can get on top of this enemy shrine and destroy the broadcast tower. Destroying the broadcast tower, because it's basically the equivalent of a Nexus turret. Destroying the broadcast towers will now expose the core of the enemy patron. One side is the Hidden King, the other side is the Archmother. Basically, Dawn, Radiant, and whatever the fuck they call the curse side of Dota. When the core is exposed, it'll have 2 health bars. The first health bar will give the defenders that are still reviving time off of their revive token. So they'll go from 64, 74, 80 seconds, and you'll destroy the first health bar of the Hidden King, and then they're immediately respawning, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? It shaved 36 seconds off their downtimer. So then, you reset. And that's the purpose of the Regenerator. It's one of the purposes of the Rejuvenator. It's one of the optimal choices and purposes of the Rejuvenator. You're taking their downtimer so that you can push their lives, and then after you've taken their lives and you push into their base, you keep taking their resources all around the map, and then you bait them out of their base, so that they're further away from the zip lines so they're not safe. And then you try to pick off whoever you can as best as you can, and hopefully don't get fucking countered like I just did by those enemies. Holy fuck. Oh my god, I just got doom bodies! Shit! You try to do as much damage as you can, and you try to do as much control as you can, both to keep yourself alive and keep your team alive. And you take their boxes, you take their objectives, you take their resources to make yourself stronger, so that when it comes time to end the match, or to try to get opportunities to end the match, you take away more and more of their structures, so they have a bigger and bigger line of attrition. Now, because we're the ones that died, now our line of attrition is exposed. They're pushing hard down left, they're pushing hard down mid with a giant wave. Somebody has to go stop it. Because we're so overexposed and we are so far forward, we can't use the zip, but they can. That's why coming front to back is so important when you're trying to defend, but when you're trying to gank, going back to front is so important. It's like wiping your ass. You don't go front to back, because if you wipe front to back, we're men. So you're pulling it towards your testicles. If you're a female, you're pulling it towards your pocket. But if you wipe back to front, you come from here and you're like, let me just get that away from my nuts, so that they have to separate. Basically, if you can create the space and the chaos for a fight, then you have the ability to interrupt the siege, because that's what sieging is. They push in with their wave, we push in with ours, they're taking our shit, they're taking the other shit, and then we got a giant fucking problem to deal with. If we can show up with a jailer that does a lot of AoE damage, then the wave gets erased. Now they're standing in front of our structure, slowly poking away, because it has structure protection. You need a minion in order to get rid of the structure protection. So as long as you do that, then they will have to try really hard to potentially be able to stop us from defending. If they don't have a minion wave, then they have to go through the minion protection, and if it is the case, in a clutch situation, where we gotta fight back, like, they're 5 seconds away from killing the enemy patron and ending the game. If you have enough defenders standing in the ritual zone, the circle, where the Hidden King and the Archmother is, you actually make her invulnerable. And in that time period, that's when you get the chance to turn the fight. They walk forward, they think, oh, we can just get on top of the tower. If we just start auto-attacking it, it's like a League Nexus. We'll just end the game in their face and they won't be able to do anything about it. Nuh-uh. That's your last stand moment. If you can't win at that moment, then it's fucked. And better luck next time. But if they walk forward like that, and on our team, what do we have? If 7 is allowed to get into the air to ultimate, and then Random is allowed to sleep them, and then Celeste is able to throw the ball, and the ball bounces at least 16 times, and Graves is able to get the zones out for the zombies down mid, so that at least they're in the base, and we're able to control this zone, then in this situation, where they have near 5 defender resistance, we make Calico leave the side, and our team members basically use their guns and abilities so that they don't have the ability to stand in the ritual zone to stop us from ending. And then the game's over.
Okay. Casually brought your illustration to life for shits and giggles because I was already thinking about doing it.
Now every team is different. For their team, it would basically be Bebop is down middle, he casts ultimate, Calico and whoever the fuck else is standing on the side, Grey Talon's in the air in the middle of the base, sniping at whoever he can get 3 shots on, and everybody else in his team who is peeling him, peels him. So in their case, Bebop uses ultimate, Viscus goes ball, Paige uses knockdown, he combos the knockdown with Infernus's stun, Furnace looks the man he just is standing over in the head, and shoots them dead. Grey Talon channels his arrows and shoots them from the sky, and somewhere in between, Calico comes up and she assassinates somebody. That's how they would end the game if they were pushing on us. Use the ultimates to create the game-changing places where it's like, in the case of Hayes is probably the best example because she's literally Samira. An entire zone around her becomes a place you don't want to stand. J Funky has to leave now.
Yes, it is. Alright, Godspeed, fellas.
Bye, J Funky.
Hayes, looking at her abilities.
I am the bright light, dark shadow.
And Hayes is Bullet Dance, entering a flurry, firing your weapon at nearby enemies with perfect accuracy and added bullet damage, which is basically her I win state. You build items designed for her, so if I go to public and I click on gun control, gun crowd control, and I do this, augment on sleep dagger, and this, and I get some Tesla bullets and capacitor, and crippling headshot, and siphon bullets, and vampire burst, and I'm liking toxic bullets. And I come over here, and I'm standing on top of this Graves. So if you're inside the lobby, come over here to the gun range. If the enemy is coming into the base, and I'm trying to put myself in a position to succeed and win and live. God damn it, the Torment Pulse is making it hard to demonstrate. If I'm over here with the thing, and I'm trying to kill this Abrams, because this Abrams is about to ult, I'm going to go into Fury Trance, I'm going to pop all my bullets and all my buffs, and while I'm doing so, I'm going to dump as much damage as I can inside of him, and then once this silence ends, I'm going to step over onto Abrams, and I'm going to paint a giant zone in the floor where he cannot do anything. I don't see you over here. I don't know where you are, but I'll demonstrate on stream. Basically, I'm going to stand over here on top of this Abrams, and when this Abrams dies, I'm going to assume that this is the team fight. And in this team fight, when this shit happens, I'm going to draw a big circle on the ground, and this is a you're not allowed to stand here zone. Hers works in a cone, which I did not expect that it works in a cone. But basically, Hayes will draw a big circle on the ground, and it's like, anything in front of her, death. Automatic death. Everything dies. Everything dies. And that is basically the get out of the range effect. I used to think it was a giant circle, but I was wrong. I learned something tonight. Do this multiple times, however your team is designed to do it. And this will create the opportunity where you have the chance to turn the fights. Some games are dictated by the draft that you get. Because ranked is different, in standard, sometimes you're just going to lose matches. You're just going to lose matches, and it's going to be random as to why you lost them, and usually the answer is a failure to answer micro. When Jay Funky put together Deadlockers Anonymous, which is his personal friend group, alongside the many people inside the Fractals, the number one thing that they struggled with, and I harped on them about it, but I didn't harp too hard on them about it, was that they lacked macro. They did not know how to transition from, okay, we're dominating lane, to, okay, we're dominating the map, to, okay, how do we close the game out? And
sorry, I was just going to say, on that note, unfortunately, I actually do have to get off.
That's okay.
But thank you for that. Hopefully, we can try this another time.
Yeah, I do 4 hours of Deadlocked every day.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. Well, I'll talk to y'all later.
Goodbye.
Bye.
But like, all of these things collectivized together as a concept, banging around in my brain for 10 to 15 years of esports excellence. And it's like, this is so simple. How don't you get this? And really the problem at the end of the day, it's not yapping. It's literally so much shit you have to keep track of.
I won't let you stop me.
I find it fucking annoying. Because characters like Hayes make the game look simple. Like, look at this shit. One button.
Yeah, that's definitely a common experience when fighting Hayes.
And it's like, if that's how this character feels, and that's what it looks like when she's carrying with all these fucking stupid ass items she has, which basically is just point and click and kill everybody, how the fuck does my ally team work with me so that we can kill them and not worry about what she can do? And that's just one character. So, Mo and Krill, Hayes, I'm thinking of a dream team. Mo and Krill, Hayes, and Furnace, Graves or Bebop, and any two supports or any two ability damage carries that become very hard to fight back against, whether they be bullet-based or they be ability-based. Put those characters on a team together and have them be comparably piloted by semi-decent players. Not pros. You don't even need pros. Because the professional mindset would be like, I don't have to tell you what to do. But 6 people, generally being competent enough to pilot their characters. Hello. Yes, everybody leave a like. There was a raid earlier. You probably didn't hear them come in, but I heard them come in. You put all these concepts together. You put the early game, you put the late game, you put the float of the skirmish, you put the team fights together, and that's Deadlocked. But it requires you to do all of them at once. You can't just play the macro. You can't just say, okay, I'm going to focus so that we never lose our structure. Because it's like, maybe sometimes you have to trade a tower in order to get a walker. Maybe you got to trade 2 walkers in order to win a team fight because they're pushing that hard in your base that because that person who's strong enough to push alone is over here, that means you can actually win the team fight because they're not there. How do you make those calls? You have to guess. And in guessing, that means you have to assume that maybe it's not easy. Maybe it's difficult. Because for what it's worth, I feel like half the time it's really hard to tell the difference. Especially when it's like, what are you telling? It's like the Shiv from earlier. Why are you telling me what to do? I'm just trying to play the game, man. Leave me alone. It's like, I'm not even coming at you like that. It's not even like that, twin. But if I have to say, hey, now listen, hey now, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Hey, when I say this mockingly, what are we doing? Why are we coming behind 4 people while we're behind by almost 2,800 souls, 28,000 K souls? why aren't we coming from the front and working with the team so that we can have the ability to push them off the team fight? Because sometimes seeing is believing. Sometimes if you see 6 people marching towards you in a straight line with hard cocks and hard clits, you're like, you know what, I don't think I want to get raped today. And you back up. But if you're coming from behind, and they're all over here, and we have to get through them to get to you, how the fuck do I save you, bro? Because I can't rescue beam fast enough. I don't even use that item. Like, what do I do? And if that's the general attitude of everybody who's on your team, and let's say you're playing by yourself, like I often find myself playing by myself, what happens next, you know? Because at that point, we might as well just be flipping the game, flipping the game, flipping the game, flipping the game. And for some people, maybe it's fun for them to flip the game constantly. You know? It's like flipping tables. But if you like to actually become a better player and progress, you have to, like, have some structure. And Lord, these people do not like that structure. Just food for thought at the end of the day. It's food for thought. I make mistakes just like anybody else. I'm human just like anybody else. And even as there are people who could sit here and watch me yell, rant, rave, and scream, you are never going to see me not answer the question of what's supposed to happen. But I can't talk delusional players out of doing delusional-ass things. Also, thank you to Nana Hugs. Thank you for the raid. You cannot make delusional players see the fucking light. Because they're dog shit. That's why they are where they are. In the common sense of League, where you can deafen your team, and you can put yourself in the driver's seat, and you can play your life, you could carry people and drag them, all 4 of those knuckleheads, across the finish line. But in Deadlocked, you can't do that because of the 6th man effect. There will always be an extra man somewhere in the wings. You don't see them. You don't know where they're coming from. But they see you, they're going to fight you, and it could be just like that one play where I shot the enemy in the face because they did all that work to get away from me, the Wraith, and then I fucking won her in the mouth. She didn't see it coming. That's what it feels like. Where the fuck did he come from? I was standing here the entire time waiting for you. Like, dread it, run from it, Carl still arrives anyways. Type shit. Once everything coalesces, aligns, and you understand it now. You don't, Carl don't gotta tell you. You understand it now. You'll see it too, and they'll also be like, "Man, why you gotta make all those call-out plays? We're not even playing ranked." And I promise you, they're gonna say the same shit in ranked if they don't already, because they say this shit in every game. Because it's the same attitude in every game. All those things together will amount to the amalgate of your basic experience. You'll have to lead your team, because somebody has to tell them what to do. You preferably would like them to be cooperative, not just yelling commands at them. You can't do that. You have to actually explain the reason why you're doing what you're doing. Because some of the people, how do I put this? Watts, have you ever played a game where somebody says something along the lines of scoreboard, scoreboard, scoreboard?
Yes.
Sometimes the people that play MOBAs, especially if they're statistic-based MOBAs, this is very obvious in League, especially if you're a competitive player or a broadcaster that actually understands how to read the fucking stat lines and the charts. They will say, I don't have to listen to you. I'm the most fed person on the team. I'm going to do what I want. But that means you have the responsibility to put yourself in the driver's seat so that you have the ability to close the game out. Basically, with the burden of being good comes the responsibility of not letting yourself or your allies get lazy. You will have to bring them up, not put them down. If they bring themselves down, then you have to accept that for what it is. There are lots and lots of people who are going to try to step in, and they're going to try to play mediator to say, come on, bro, just clear the comms, it's okay. And it's like, no, let's have a conversation. An enemy walks straight past you, I'm calling out the play. What were we thinking about? Tell me what's going through your head, because I need to understand if you're capable of what we got to do. If you can't do it, then I should not put an expectation in you to become a better person and to become a better player, and I just have to assume, okay, every time that we should catch a layup, you're going to drop the layup. It's not about shooting the threes. It's not about shooting at half court. It's not about shooting at full court. Those situations will come. That's why I say the terms that I'm saying. That's why full court press is literally the entire map gets shoved in. It's not about doing it half court. It's not about doing it full court. It's about those little minuscule mistakes of like, okay, it's time to leave. I don't want to leave. I said it's time to leave. I'm leaving. If you die, that's on you. Sometimes shame works. Everybody's different. Me, I'm a rational person. Some of these people are rage baiters, like that Shiv. They won't listen to common sense. Some people are friend sloppers, which is to say, they have J Funky's disposition. They like having fun, and when the game is super chill and super fun and super free and we're stomping the shit out of them, normal. They won't fight back against your calls. They'll be communicative. But if they're losing, that's when they tell you to go to kill yourself. Convincing them means being so good individually that when you make the call, that when they say, why should I listen to you? Now you get to say scoreboard. Now, that shouldn't matter. They should be doing it anyways, but some people have to be told, you should listen to what I'm saying because I'm carrying you. Alas, I'm pooped. Mentally I'm pooped. I'm going to play more video games on camera, but I'm done playing Deadlock for now. I'm sure it's late for you. I'm sure you got work in the morning.
Not tomorrow. But, yeah. Monday. Well, I guess tomorrow is Monday.
Tomorrow is Sunday. Yes. Yesterday was
Monday,
Saturday.
I start school.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, because my Mondays are like one class at like 9 in the morning, and then I have a class like 4 hours later.
Mm-hmm. Now,
That's all I could get.
I see. Now, the passing thoughts that I can give you is, okay, Carl, that's a lot of information that you're dumping at me, but let's let you simplify. So what you're saying is, I have to go from dominating the lane to dominating my allies' lanes by taking the strength that I got in the laning phase to bring it to their lanes so we can open up the map so we can find opportunities to progress. Okay, and then I find the team fights that are valuable for my team, and we trade the resources of our structures, our lives, our health pools, our cooldowns, our resources, and our ultimates to create the opportunities that then allow us to win the match. Okay. And then in the late game and in the hyper late game, we scale, we take everything that's not tied down, we rob them blind, we fuck them from behind, we rape them, we whisper into their ear that I'm gonna fuck you hard, and then you end the game. Okay, Carl. That's a lot of things. Especially when I can hear myself echo. But how do I get from where I am to where you are? 5 steps. Novice, known incompetency, competency, known mastery, unconscious mastery. You go from knowing nothing to knowing something and knowing that you don't know a lot to comprehending the basic concepts of what's going on. Recognizing it quickly. Then you go to, I'm keeping up with all these things, and I'm breaking them down into smaller bite-sized pieces, and I'm breaking that information down for other people who are not that fast on the uptake, translating in Carlese. And then I become such a master that I can look at a snapshot of the minimap, and I can tell what's happening. Okay, but how do we build that? Operant thinking. You play card games? Lots?
Used to play a lot of CSGO.
Do you play Slay the Spire?
No, haven't played that.
You should buy Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire is really very good. For this example, I'm going to use the example I did the other night when I was talking to Avalon, because I was breaking this down to Avalon as well, because he's new to the game and he might play it in the future. But operant thinking, that's battle IQ. I said earlier to Schnitzel that I can't teach you battle IQ. Battle IQ is what happens when you realize that 2 plus 2 equals 4, and when you start learning to factorialize. Factorialize meaning I'm multiplying the number by itself. So technically, 4 times 4 is not the same as factorialization. So factorialize 4 by 4. So the factorial of 4, assuming that the AI bot does what it's supposed to do for algebra, would give me a number that is 24. Because the factorial of a 4 by 4 grid is 16. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 4 multiplied by 4 is 24. So I'm multiplying by myself. If I look at the systems in front of me, and I think about what my team does, and what I can do, and what our characters do together, just like if I'm playing a roguelike deck builder, the goal of the roguelike deck builder should be playing something that is a Hades-like. Let's use Hades. Have you played Hades? Have you played a game that is like Hades or Hades 2?
No, but I've heard good things to do like roguelikes, so I know the general concept of how roguelikes work.
Exactly. You're taking random choices and you're trying to carp together something that functions like a build. How about Binding of Isaac? Have you played Binding of Isaac?
Yes.
There we go! We found one he understands. So, I'm not going to say Repentance, because Repentance is way too fucking much. My god, is there so much inside that fucking game. But, Binding of Isaac Rebirth. To beat a run and to unlock Mom means to get to the womb level 5 times. Then to unlock the next boss behind that, you have to kill Mom a several number of times. The operant thinking is, okay, here's what I have in terms of items, and here's the potential of what I can do with those resources. If I want to blow open the hole in the wall if I want to blow open the hole in the wall in order to see if this is the secret shop or the secret room or the super secret room, I want to try to find an opportunity where I can give myself the potential to get those choices and to get those bonuses. I need to not get hit by the boss, so I can have a chance at a devil deal. And if I want angel rooms, I have to choose to forego the devil deal to get the angel deals, so I can have some guaranteed success. But if I want the devil deals specifically, because it's going to give me immediate power, I take what gives me immediate power, and I use that power to scale into the late game. And then I make the choices that create the synergistic, vicious cycle for myself. I want them to not be able to fight me against my combination of Mom's Dagger plus Brimstone plus the other cat's head that gives you basically Tears Up and a bunch of other bonuses, so that by the time I get all the way down to the final boss before the final boss on a reverse clear on a victory lap, which should be like Eulogy, I think it's called. All the bosses all at once. Static TV boss at the end of Repentance. I have all these powers that combine together in specific ways that provide me the victory towards the end. That's you against the machine. That will train your mind to think about thinking. Because what you're doing is you're not just thinking about the choices you have, you're thinking about thinking. You're thinking about what your enemy's thinking about, and you're thinking about what your enemy's thinking about what you're thinking about. So you're thinking 5 steps ahead. So when you see the open map, and you're playing, say, an assassin like I was, the entire map should open up to you like a puzzle. You know how you are going to kill the enemy, but you need to visualize the play before you do it. And then you execute. And then, when you do that, just like I was saying earlier, I'm here with my team, I'm covering the egress, you need to have a way in, you need to do the play, you need to have a way out. Boom, boom, boom. Layer these things together. Those layers become your acumen. Build that acumen over time, but doing other things, like playing roguelikes. Roguelikes are really good to train this battle IQ, because the operant thinking is literally all about combos. It's as simple as, do I play this skill that does vulnerability first, or do I play this skill that will give me extra energy when I cast vulnerability? The situations will always be different. But if it's easier for me to make my enemy use their spells first to try to get away from me, and then I just walk them down, is that easier or harder than coming from the front and telling them where I am? Obviously, it's easier to kill them from behind. So, you'll start looking for those opportunities, and you'll start seeing those situations, and you too will have a big brain. Very simple stuff. I've tried to tell Jay Funky's friends that, and it's like, they're so resistant to it, because in the mind of playing it like it's friend slop, and I say friend slop for everything, but in my mind, I'm thinking like, it doesn't really matter, bro, it's just a fucking game, like that of Overwatch and Rivals. You don't win the match by hitting the perfect Iron Man ultimate. because you need to have the items so that the ultimate hits hard. What's the point of a bebop laser if all the enemies are stuck perfectly CC'd for 10 seconds, button lock out, they can't move, they can't go anywhere, and they're caught in the Kamehameha wave? But the Kamehameha wave does 90 damage. Not 90 damage a second, 90 damage total. They have 5,000 health. How do you kill them? Buy items! If you're constantly fighting and you're not farming, you're not creating the divide in the value of your gold economy, soul economy, gold economy, that creates the giant item spikes that allow you to spike your enemy into the dirt. It's the same thing inside of all games that have the simulacrum, but I think the best one that demonstrates it best is Eternal Return. Because there is a point in the early part of the game where you build all your purple items, which are basically your starter build items. Because you put together you can have people put together builds for you for free, and they come up automatically, versus the builds where you have to search for them here in Eternal Return. You can have a build. The build will tell you, go to this zone, and this zone, because it's a battle royale. Go to these zones to finish your build. It'll be 1 to 2 zones. You'll have a loop, a teleporter. You'll find the items in the zone. You'll teleport to the next zone. You'll start putting the items together. You'll finish your purple build, and then you fight. In that game, it makes perfect sense to go do it. Because maybe you catch somebody who's a part of a 3-on-3 out by themselves, and your character literally is designed to counter that character. If you catch them out and you kill them free, congratulations, you just took one of the enemy team's revives. So in that sense, fighting infinitely does make sense, especially if you can chase them down forever. But what happens if they run to their team and now it's 3-on-1? Now you gotta run away. Maybe find a skirmish or a chaotic fight where there's already another team fighting and use the chaos of the fight to slip away under the cover of darkness. Do it enough times, whatever your goal is will become obvious, and the simplicity of getting there will become obvious as well. Play and do the thing enough that you don't have to be told how it happens, and it's not even emotional. It's just, yep, I'm already there. There will be times where somebody is literally saying, hey, can you go roam? Insert Carl's name here. I'm already there. I saw the play at the same time as you. I'm already moving before you even spoke. There's no emotion. It's, yes, I agree, but let's go do it. Hey, Carl, can we go fuck him? I'm already on his ass. I'm fucking him right now. My dick is in his... let me not go that far. But you get the point. You don't got to tell me. I'm right here, twin. Let's be evil then. Evil twin, evil twin.
Well, with that said, I'm going to let you off the hook for the night and let you get on to streaming those hard games. This has been very informative.
You're welcome. I'm always around.
Yes, indeed. I suspect we may be playing a little bit more Deadlock together.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Catch you later. Bye.
Goodbye. I leave you all. Have fun. And now back to my broadcast room. But yeah, I said it what I had to say. But just to simplify it and sum it up again, lots of things to learn about Deadlocked. Not that hard, but they are very hard. It's not easy putting these things together, but it is what it is. Like, you can do simple things. Like, if I want to play a match, and I want to do in that match something very simple, like in this match here. On the scoreboard, I have the most souls on the team, but I'm not involved in any of these fights. But look at the Inverness, look at the Dynamo, look at the Lash. They're so bloody. Look at the Apollo. He might not have any kill credit directly to his name, but the man is 17 kill part. He is doing something. So is the Graves. They're doing something. They got player damage on the board. They got objective damage on the board. But what am I doing? I'm holding waves. That's maybe the only one I play my life role that you can do in Deadlocked. You hold waves. Oh no. The enemies are trying to push against me. What do? I'm just going to stand here and not let you have a structure. I'm just going to free farm this lane. I'm going to get solo farm. I'm going to absorb jungle farm. Oh, look at that. I'm the most fed person on the team. Well, I guess now that I've taken your structures, I'm going to go fuck you in the ass now. Simple as that. Don't gotta be more harder than that. It's just that chill. Hello, Buster. It's just that fucking chill. It's so nice. But alas, because of the nature of what gaming is today, sometimes people just make the game harder than it is. And I don't like that they do. I hate it with a fucking passion. I shouldn't have to put together a pre-organized lobby in order to have statistically better games. I shouldn't have to do that. I should not have to do that. That is retarded. But that's what you have to do sometimes. And now, reading the chat room, cough cough, Avalon says, I was once like 37-0 as Anubis in Smite. The team felt like we were going to just steamroll the way to victory, but I told them that nobody else is fed and that they're going to jump on him and kill him. The team did not really respond appropriately. I basically told them to stay away from me and wait for them to dump everything and clean up, but they did the opposite, and as soon as I died, the enemy team just took everything and then won the game. Shouldn't have to rant, shouldn't have to rage, shouldn't have to scream, shouldn't have to shout. It should just be as simple as, bro, let me let you win. Just let me carry you across the finish line, and let me let you win. But if they don't do that, then it don't fucking happen. And what do I do from there? What gameplay do I have? How do I get you across that finish line so that it doesn't happen? In all the ways that it matters, fun is relative. Me, I'm a competitive player. I like having fun. I like figuring things out. I like things that are puzzles. Because putting things together like a puzzle as I switch to Slay the Spire 2, as I like doing things that are puzzles. I like figuring things out. And more importantly, especially with things like Slay the Spire 2, I like roguelikes and roguelites and roguelikes. I like playing things that give me random choices and random starts and figuring out how I'm supposed to keep the fucking hatches down. Doing that brings me joy. I love for nothing else but that. I love systems. I love learning systems. But I can't learn shit if I close my eyes and ears and pretend that I don't see what is very obviously in front of me. I don't know how there are people who do it. I don't know how they live with themselves. I'd be mad if I did that shit. All the mods in the world, all the thoughts in the world, all the understanding in the world don't mean shit. Don't mean shit if I can't put 2 and 2 together to make 4. Shouldn't be that difficult, shouldn't be that hard, but it do be. Hopefully, there are people out there in the audience who are like, you know, that sounds really cool. I want to do the things that Carl does. Sometimes I say to myself, maybe you don't want to do that. Because this shit's difficult. It's rough. It's a rough and tumble experience. But if it interests people, who am I to tell them no? We're gonna check the file. Who am I to tell those people no? Who am I to deny them? Things that they can learn best. The first attack skill placed. Return. Play it on the top of your draw pile. Well, I mean, like, that's a way to get Deathbringer into play, but let's not do that. There's another shop over here. There's End Elite. And now to relax and play Spire, and also keep up with the things in my house that I need to do in the background. I went to the Asian market today. I bought sake and a bunch of other things. I'll take a look at shirts. Contain. Yes. Okay. Energy. Three roll. Don't need a thrum. I'll take you and you. Hatchet is consistent attack damage. Second book. And hold money. Boy, that was a fight. And even right now, as I'm playing the game the way that I am right now, I'm still using operant thinking. Oh, yeah, ethereal feather. Scourge. Or should we heal enough? And let's see if we can kill a waterfall giant. And now on this deck, with a slight, I am trying to bone shards and invoke and block until this boss gets hit out by the sleight of flesh damage and the haunt damage and dies. And he's gone. And I have more life, and the boss has the ability to block, and I live. It's as easy as that, but that's single player. What time is it? Is it 2? It's 3. Stacking them to the life. Ugh. That would have been a very bad choice order. First this, to then do this, to then do this, to then do this. And now the encounter's entirely over and I take less damage. There you go. There's your lesson about operant thinking. Take that next one. Hello, restlessness. Hello, fisticuffs. This sucks. Hooray. I don't think I live this encounter though. Because then I need to step away and go do something I need to do. Nope, I got this. Oh well. Right. It's time to go do the thing I need to do. I might as well end the broadcast, because after I do it, I'm going to go to bed. Or rather, I'm going to force myself to lay down and sleep, because my brain is still racing. Sayonara, Sonic Kuri Hajok Hog.